Oh dear, I subjected you to that. Hey everybody, do I look scary? I don't know if I do. I've got a spider on my necklace and I've got makeup around my eyes and I don't know. I gave it a shot. So I'm supposed to be a good witch, not a bad witch. Golly golly. Hey Grumpy Bear. Hey Cheryl. I saw you this morning. I didn't know you were a fan of oh, actually, I was watching a lot this morning, but I'm sure it was Nerd Report. I'm pretty sure that's where I saw you. Yes, it was, because I was talking to Bernadette Lonefire. Hey, Stephanie Keza. Hello. Hello. Hang on, I'll make sure I haven't missed anybody. Grumpy Bear, Stephanie, and Holly. Hey, Holly. And oh, what have I done there? And Kaza and Cheryl. Cool. Excellent. All right. There's 8 people watching, but there you go. If I've missed anybody, I haven't. So I don't know if you guys had, what about you, Holly? You're in my area. So Cheryl did. Any Nicky knockers on the door asking for candy? I got strict. I brought a whole heap of candy and I put a sign out and it was all solar powered and stuff. And Gabby came to me. That's my, well, she's not my youngest, but came to me and said, Mum, we're not doing Halloween, are we? And I went, oh, well, I was going to. I thought you loved it. She goes, no, I'm going to bed. I don't want anybody knocking on the door. I thought, So there you go. Hey, Maisie. So I had to leave the lights off and not make anything look. I had to bring the sign in. So nobody knocked. Oh, no one knocked on your door either, Cheryl. That's a bugger. Oh, well, it's not really. Oh, sometimes it is. Sometimes it's cute because the little ones, the little ones that get dressed up and mum and dad come with them and they look all so cute. But then you do get the teenagers who don't really make an effort to dress up, but they want the candy. So there you go. Quiet for you too, Steph. Well, I'm just trying to think. Maisie, it's 9. It's morning for Maisie. I'm working out all the time differences now because I have to, I've got lots of things to tell you. But anyway, we'll get to it all if I don't forget. But you know what I'm like. I go from one subject to the other and then, my brain's like that. What was going Oh, and a fair warning, the dogs have been barking, but I think they'll settle down because there's nothing I could do because out the front there were some kids screaming not that long ago and the dogs were going crazy. So if they bark again, apologies, but I think they'll settle now. I'm sure they've already jumped on my bed and they're quite happy I'm not on it. Kaza. Here we go. Kaza, I live in a unit complex, so no trick-or-treaters for me. Oh, well, I suppose maybe, yeah. Hey, Drew. I have asked Drew if he wants to. He doesn't have to because he may not have his face on. But I have said to Drew he's more than welcome to pop in and say hello since he's almost in the same time zone. Yeah, they probably are barking at demons, Steph. Do I look all right? Do I put... I don't know. I put all white. Oh, hang on, I'll move that off the way. I didn't realise my writing was so big. I put white makeup on and I thought, because I guess a witch isn't supposed to have much colour to her skin. I don't know. Yeah, Drew didn't have any trick-or-treaters. I know I've spoken to a few people in America who say that now most kiddies don't do that. It's not like it used to be, like if we watch E.T. or something like that, you see all the kids going around and knocking on the doors. They don't do that anymore. They'll sort of get a school car park or whatever, and it's called, it's got a name, boot. I don't know. You go to the trunks of everybody's cars at Boots for us, but trunks for the Americans. And, yeah, so I suppose it's a sad state of affairs, isn't it? But anyway. I suppose it's safer. You never know whose door you're knocking on, do you? Drew didn't even hear kids outside. Oh, interesting. Last year was quite busy here for the Halloween. Oh, Grayson, that's right, it was. Thank you, Cheryl. I knew you were in. Yeah, young Lisa. she's a little cutie, that Lisa. There's a Cheryl and I don't know who else in the chat watches, but there's Nerd Report Daily, and then Grayson Report. So they're kind of all friends, aren't they, Cheryl? But Grayson Report is a young lass called Lisa, and she talks about haunted stuff and ghosts and aliens and all that sort of thing. It's generally always just a live stream. At least I think so, isn't it, Cheryl? It's just always a live stream, and she'll react, or she'll tell you what's in the news, that sort of thing. In regard to that, she's quite a cutie. Oh, hey, Sarah G. Yes, so it's morning. I was going somewhere with Maisie, being morning for Maisie. What was I going? Where was I going? Oh, that's right, because I did this live stream last week, but I've been doing my 5 haunting questions, so I don't know who's watched the one I did with Side Eye, but I spoke with Parple. If you guys know who Parple is, he's a debunker, sort of. Yeah, well, he is in the debunking game, but he does a lot of other stuff as well. So I spoke with him the other night, and I gave it an hour. I thought I'll give it an hour, which is a long time. I just asked the 5 questions, but oh my goodness, he can talk as much as me, and he's so interesting. So the episode with him is double the length of Side Eye's episode. I didn't know where to cut. I couldn't, so I just kept a whole heap of things in because he's so talkative, and Side Eye's a bit more reserved, you know. Well, it depends. When you hear Side Eye Guy talking to his mates, he's certainly not reserved. Yes, Purple is awesome. He's absolutely adorable. I've actually got far more time for him now than what I would have thought I would have had. So yeah, he's a gorgeous little man. So I've started to edit the episode with him. But at this rate, because I've got to jump on an aeroplane on Saturday, I'm going to try and get it edited, but what I'll do is I'll make it for next maybe Sunday night, America time, which would be Monday morning. I don't know. I'll make it so it comes out so everybody can get a look if I can't get on where I'll be in Virginia City because of the internet. I am going to try to live stream every day just with YouTube. So it'll be an experiment, but even just to let you know where I am, what I've done, and so on and so forth. Yes, Maisie, he does have a big heart. He's a very kind man. And the other thing, I've got to get, why is that so big, Drew? Drew should know. Hang on, let me go. I'll just get rid of, I'll try not to, I don't know why that's so big. That's what she said. So anyway, back to what I was supposed to be trying to say. Yes, because I had to set up interviews with Purple, and I'm speaking with Wacka Wacky Paranormal this week as well. I had to figure out a time for them that was kind of worked in with me. So this time, 8 o'clock, is 11 o'clock in England. That's my understanding. Would I be about right, Maisie? I don't know if it's any different up in Scotland, but I don't think so. You're all in the same time zone, I think. Yes, he certainly can chat, and he knows heaps, and it was so fun. Oh, you'll see in the episode, but he also refers, because I'm interested in physics and quantum physics, and I'm interested in a whole heap of stuff. Yes, I know, Cheryl, they're hiding me, but he knew it too, and I'm like, oh, and it was fun to talk to someone who kind of got it a little bit, so that was nice. Yes, I don't know what's going on with my comments. They're usually not that big. Maybe it's just because there's just me. So anyway, yes, I should be able to resize it. Let me have a look and see if I can do that. Classic bubble. Maybe bubble looks smaller. Maybe that's the problem. We'll find out. Now I'll go back to the comments. If it doesn't show a resize thing, then right click and check the text isn't locked. Oh, geez, Drew, that's a little bit, hang on. There, that's better. That's better, Drew. I had it set on something obviously really, really huge. Kazza, Parple's head is like Doctor Who TARDIS, holds so much knowledge. Oh, thanks, Shandy. Hello, Shandy. Yes, I tried to do something because it's Halloween here, Halloween Eve in Australia now. So you guys are just waking up in America and in England, and it would be the start of the day for you. Yes, Drew is in Adelaide. So because of daylight savings, you're only half, I can't remember where you are. I think you're half hour ahead of me or behind me. I'm not quite sure, Drew. I hate daylight savings. I really do. It does my head in. I can never remember what because Queensland doesn't do it, which I'm grateful for, because then when it gets to the evening, it's evening, like the sun goes down and all that sort of thing. I hate being awake when it's like going to bed and it's still the sun shining outside. Very annoying. Grumpy Bear, yeah, she's in Melbourne, and Cheryl's in Tasmania. But there you go. So I'm kind of happy I'm doing a little time slot to help out Aussies and stuff, because you're also good and you always generally tune in to me on a Saturday morning as well. But also because this Saturday I will be on an aeroplane, so there will be no live today. Saturday, I know what I'm talking about. Only because I'll be in an aeroplane, so I can't do one. But on the Sunday, I'll arrive in America on Saturday as well. So I leave here Saturday at 6 a.m. or the plane takes off at 6 a.m. and I arrive in Reno Saturday at 2 p.m. So maybe later that night I'll go live quickly on the YouTube. I've never done that before, so that'll be a mess. But I'll just go on live quickly and say, hey, I'm here, and wherever I am, I'll show you where I am. Annie, hello, Annie. Welcome in. Yeah, David Tennant's my doctor. I love David Tennant. I love him in everything. Good Omens, he's fabulous in that. He was good in that Fright Night movie. The Fright Night movie itself was a bit whatever. Oh, hey, Loz. Oh, no. Family situation's always good. Well, thank you, Loz, for popping in. It's lovely to see you, and go sort that out. Nothing worse, is there? Yeah, I thought I was going to marry David Tennant. It never happened. But then, I always imagine being married to anyone I like. And then I think, no. No, don't do that. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, Loz. Lots of kisses for Loz. And Drew's got a mate there, Grumpy, Jaden. Well, I'm sure Grumpy knows Jaden. Melbourne's tiny. I so want to get back to Melbourne because I want to go to the old Melbourne jail again. I love it there. I like going out for Chinese in Chinatown and then walking over and doing because I love it when you go to the old Melbourne jail. I've also been to the watch house next door. Both do it, but the old Melbourne jail, I like the hangman's tour, and it's an actor dressed up as the hangman, and he'll walk you through. They have other ones too, but I love it. And so it's all a little bit of a show, and then you get a little bit of time towards the end to walk around by yourself and all that sort of thing. But too many people, though. I'd love to go there where there was just maybe me. What else was I going to tell you? Yes, so I've spoken to Parple, and what's today, Drew? Tuesday. So Thursday night, I'm going to interview Wacka Wacky Paranormal, and I may also be talking to Mr. Gray. Parple's going to sort that one out for me. And Beardo, look, there's my Beardo doll. And Beardo is going to talk to me as soon as he gets a free moment. So, fame does that to you, makes you too busy for everybody. Nah, all good. It's 17 people watching me. Excellent. Hello, 17 people. See you, Loz. I hope it all settles down a little bit. Hey, Debbie, I did. I'm sure it was you, Debbie. Yes, it was Debbie. Happy Halloween. yeah, I spoke with, I'm sure it was you, Debbie. I don't think I'm going daft. I sent Debbie a message. Or maybe it was Cheryl. Oh, Struth. Today I've sent messages to a lot of people. Maybe it wasn't you, Debbie. Hey, Debbie, was it you? I sent a message. If you're got your face on or whatever, give me a shout out. I'll send you a link if you like. What else? And there was a massive thunderstorm this afternoon. I don't know where that came from. All the kids that were out the front walking around got drenched, and then it disappeared as quickly as it came, which is typical for Queensland. The Drew says hello to anyone else he has missed in the chat. What else have I got to tell you? Yeah, so I've told you about the 5 haunting questions and who I'm going to talk to. And what else? Oh, hey, Drew, look at this. Oh, everybody, look at this. But who was it? Mike O. The other day on Saturday, Mike O said, hey, Derpy Playground. Hang on. Let's see what. Saw you on Tube Chat and have been playing one of your playlists. Enjoy your day. Oh, thank you. Well, it's my evening now. It's Halloween evening. Yeah, so it's trickled. Shandy, yes and no. It's a lot bigger than it used to be. Like when I was a kid, I wished for it and we didn't do it. When my kids were little, it was very new. So yeah, I'd go and knock on the doors of our neighbours and give them the lollies and say, hey, I'm going to bring my little girls around. And I'd pick the neighbours and I'd say, so when we knock on the door, can you give them this for me? And they're like, yeah, because it wasn't a big thing. But now a lot of people do it. You go into the supermarkets here and there's Halloween stuff everywhere in all the shops. But no, it's not as big as America. Fairy Dragon and Sir Stash. Hello. And I saw the photos. Wasn't that a lovely, lovely wedding? So there you go. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful pictures. Even Elvis came to he gave the actually I'll let Drew tell the story. Here's Drew.
G'day Karen, g'day everyone.
Drew's a lovely little thing. Tell everyone about because Fairy Dragon and Sestacia in. Tell everyone about the day because Heather got dressed up in a beautiful gown. Because it was themed, wasn't it? It was a 1800s theme.
Yes,
wedding.
Yeah, that's right. Yep, correct. Yeah, late 1800s, and I think most people dressed up. And so many great costumes. Like Heather's was just brilliant. Fairy had this beautiful dress on as well, and everyone really got into the spirit of things, which was just lovely for Intrepids. So yeah, it was good fun. It was a busy day, a lot of moving tables, moving chairs, but it was good.
Yeah. Who's just asking me? Derpy Playground. My thumbnail for this live, I'm assuming that's what you're referring to. I made the thumbnail, yes, but the actual picture of my background and the scary thing. One of the subscribers, Polly, made that for me. He sent me that picture. Then I took that picture and made it look like it was on tally, and that's
awesome.
And the Bigfoot was eating popcorn.
Yeah, awesome.
So I had fun. Yeah, I did have fun. And I did ask Heather to come along tonight and get dressed up. I thought she would have been a hoot dressed up, but Heather's out with Wayne.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think they're at his cousin's place, I think.
Yeah, something like that. I'm surprised Dee's not in the chat. Usually Dee's here. I bet she pops in later.
She might, I think often she works night shifts, I think. So
that's right, till 11 o'clock. Yeah,
that's right. So it's probably right now her peak time of the shift. But
yes, that's correct. I remember that happened last week when I was doing this Wednesday. I can't remember. I'm losing track, people. I'm losing track. I'm all a bit sort of because I've got to leave on Saturday, so I'm all My
Yep.
brain's a bit jumbled more
Yeah,
than
that's
usual.
it. So, where are you going to this time, Karen?
So, I'm like a broken record. I'm going to Virginia City, Nevada
Oh,
again.
awesome, awesome.
I just love it there. Like when I was there
Yeah,
in May, I
yeah.
still did I spend a week or 2 weeks there? Oh, dread
2 weeks, I think, wasn't it? I think it was
2
two.
weeks. Yeah,
Yep.
it was 2 weeks. You're correct. And I spent
Awesome.
2 weeks with my other friends, Cassie and Ron and Jason,
Yeah.
and we travelled from. I flew to Tulsa, and
Oh, yeah.
Jason picked me up, and then we drove all through the
Oh,
south
right.
and up to
Oh,
Canada,
cool.
where, of course, you
Yeah.
went to. Oh, you should tell people, Drew. Where'd you go, Drew? Come back. What? We've
What?
lost him.
Yep. Oh,
There
yeah,
he is.
I'm back. Yeah.
He pushed the wrong button.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Drew and Werner, of course, a lot of you in here would know of the poor. Oh, hey, Betty. Hey, Betty.
Woohoo!
Betty, let me know if you want to pop in and say hello. You're more than welcome. I can
Yeah.
pop I'll do it now, Betty, and you can decide for yourself. How's that sound? Just a minute. Where am I? Betty's lovely. I think a lot of you are familiar with her. There's
She's
Betty.
awesome.
She is gorgeous.
And she has family in Australia. Woohoo!
Yes, she does. I always ask. I think they're in Melbourne.
G'day,
Pretty
Lisa.
sure.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. Oh, she hasn't
Cool.
got a face on. Fair enough, Betty.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't really
Lisa.
ready either, Betty.
No, I just said, are you dressed? Because oftentimes
Yeah.
Drew gets on, he's just jumped out the shower.
That's right. Yeah, I don't know. It's either that or I'm just exactly doing my natural body. What do you call it? Birthday suit. I just prefer
But we
it that
don't see
way.
anything. Yeah, it's all right. It's all PG rated and everything.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
And hey, anybody who wants to pop in, just like Diabolic Debbie just did, if you want to share out, if you want your channel to get a shout, like just type in hashtag share. I think it's all. Oh, I'm not very good. I think it's all lowercase. I think.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Lowercase.
Okay.
Lowercase hashtag share. And
Right.
and that way, because Debbie, Diabolical Debbie, has got a lot of good stuff on her channel. She's very, of course, so does Betty. Betty's a very supportive person. If you're ever feeling down and you're awake, and she's got a lot to jump on. I jumped on the other day. She was having what was it, Betty? It looked like a high tea. All the girls were in hats and everything. That was lovely.
Cool. Oh, awesome. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, hey,
did you hear about what happened in SA today, Karen?
Oh God, no, I didn't. What's happened?
Okay. So, well, at least it's not another, M unaliving, right? But it was a fatal shark attack on a 55-year-old surfer on the west coast of SA near Elliston. And a very popular surfing area, and the poor fella was out there with a bunch of surfers, so it wasn't like he got isolated from the group, And
Crikey, he was put down. But see, that's the thing. For anybody that's not from Australia and doesn't know, if you look at the map of Australia and you have a look at where Adelaide, there's it's the bottom of the. Oh well, look. If you look at, I can't point to it. Can I point to it with my mouth? I don't think. I don't know. No. Yeah. But if you have a look at my little Doof paranormal, see kind of where the ghost is sitting. Kind of where the ghost is. But kind of where the ghost is. But that's kind of where South Australia is. It's a very kinda. But in that direction. And great whites in that area, it's notorious for great whites. So that is awfully sad. However, he and the others would have been well aware that great whites are
100%.
So it is a risk that people take when they go out in the water here. But it's been a long time since anyone's Western Australia usually gets hit more.
Yeah, well, actually, we've had three. We've had three in the past. I think that said 6 months in SA. So whether or not we're the next WA, I don't know what's going on. Something, climate change.
When I was a young girl, it was very common in South Australia. It happened a lot. And then all of a sudden it wasn't happening much, and it was happening in Western Australia.
And then Queensland too had a bit of them. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just trying to. Nobody should be forgotten says that they love Australia. Spent 2 months here back in the year 2000.
Oh, awesome.
2000.
Awesome.
Did you ever watch Country when he did in the year 2000, but it was before the year 2000? Oh, you're too young.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
Used to do this skit, and and he'd get a guest on, and they'd make it look like they were telling the future. It doesn't matter. You had to be there.
Right.
You had to be there.
Cool. I've got to show you. Whoop. I've got to show you something.
Okay, you can show me.
Hang on,
watch
if I can get
girls.
this. Yeah, watch out, world. Hang on, if I can get this to work. This thing's not wanting to work. Why? Oh, here we go. All right, here we go. So I've got you, Karen, on my big screen. Here you go. Look, here we go.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
what a sight! Show me.
There we go. There's my little salt lamp and my fish. What do you call it? Fossil fish. Yep, from Wyoming. And then this one is probably an all-time favorite, and it's my real crocodile. This one.
So it's stuffed.
Yeah, that's right. Yep, exactly. Yeah. So hang on, I'll get my.
That's interesting.
That's it. Let's change this around. Here we go. That's it. Yeah, I think I'm back around now.
Holly was just saying that she feels that shark attacks are sort of more common now, and wondered if it's due to overfishing.
Yep.
Overfishing definitely is an issue. Probably more so on the East Coast, I think.
Yep. I think you're right.
Yeah, but shark attacks in South Australia, as I say, used to be really common. Western Australia, common. Like up around Sydney, you had to be careful. Here there was a shark death. Oh God, how long ago now? Last year?
I think it was. Yeah, that's right.
I'm pretty sure it was last year.
I think it was. Yeah. Yep, I think you're right. Yeah.
Cheryl says she stays out of the water because she can't swim.
Cheryl.
Go, Drew. Sorry.
No, that's all right. No, I'm with Cheryl. I'm not a super strong swimmer. I'll go out to a certain level of water, and then it's like if I can't be sure that I can see the bottom, it's like not without a floaty, a life jacket. No. But if I can see the bottom, that's okay. But
Shandy, he did get stopped at customs, but
Shandy. This crocodile's actually from Australia, Shandy. So it was, and I know a lot of people debate, having animal things like this, but I got it from a crocodile farm, so it is where they are farmed. They're not wildly killed, right? And ethically, I felt all right with it. But it's pretty cool. It's it cost me, it wasn't cheap, about 200 Australian dollars, I think, when I got that skull. Yeah.
Gosh, I want to bring back a raccoon, but I'm not allowed to bring back a raccoon.
Yeah, I know.
But I wonder if I'm allowed to bring back a dead raccoon, like a stuffed one.
Probably. You know what? Probably. If you can get one.
When I go through customs, I might say, hey, am I allowed to bring back a taxidermied raccoon?
I would say you can, right?
I'd say you can.
Yeah.
I mean,
generally, it's only if an animal is listed on the CITES Convention, CITES. If you look up CITES and the animal or the species is not on CITES, then it means that as long as it's like obviously disease-free, taxidermy professionally, you got the certificate, shouldn't be a problem, Karen. You should be able to get one back in. Yeah. Yep.
Yep. That's what I reckon.
That'd be fun. Yeah.
Hi, first floor audio. Hello. I've got a lot of people popping in, so that's lovely.
Yep. Awesome. Hello, everyone.
Yep. It's cold. It's cold already, is it? I'm coming on Saturday. That snow in Virginia City better hold off. I tell you what, I've got things to do.
Oh, no, Karen, I saw her.
Betty's got a face on. She says she's ready to come up.
Oh, awesome. Jump up, Betty.
Yeah.
Jump up.
She's not in the basement yet, but when she gets into the basement,
cool. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's it. Oh, cool. It's what was I going to say? Had something in mind.
You're as good as I am.
I can't remember. Yeah.
I don't. I've never. In regard to sharks, I'll never get eaten by one because I'm not going to enter their house. That's their house.
Yep.
They can keep their house. I'm not going into it.
That's right.
I'll go in up to my ankles, maybe sometimes my knees, and I've been known to go in as deep as my knees and then sit down. But I'm not a great fan of the beach, to be honest.
No.
Having said that, I did go to Byron Bay a few weeks ago. In the beach at the end of the caravan park, and I went down to the beach at like 5 a.m. or something like that, and that was lovely. I didn't go in the water.
That'd be beautiful. Yeah,
there was a few people around walking their dogs and whatnot, but not too many people. Hey everybody, look who's here! It's
welcome in everyone. Woo! There she is. Good morning, Betty.
She's awesome.
Listen,
I love your hair.
She didn't know what she was letting up.
You look beautiful this morning.
I'm worse than Heather.
Yeah. No.
Hang on, let me see.
Everybody.
Yeah, have a happy Halloween tonight. Have a good day at work. Nobody should be forgotten. And and pop in anytime and say hello.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Awesome. Awesome.
Woo! Hold on. I'm taking off.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Hey. Oh, what is that one? Oh.
Can you see it?
Yes, sort of. Yep.
It's bourbon. Yep. Don Pablo bourbon.
Oh.
Coffee.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
It has real bourbon in it, and it's from Australia, girl.
I'll have to look that up.
I haven't heard of it.
I me some this morning. I already ground. It's got real. I thought it was flavoring. This stuff got alcohol in it.
That's awesome. That is fun.
I'm just looking at everybody saying goodbye to nobody. It should be forgotten. But it's bye nobody. It just looks really funny.
Oh,
saying bye nobody. There you go.
Yeah.
Y'all should be running through the house. I'm like, oh, this is the 5-minute makeup time.
Yeah.
Oh. How's that? Is it cold there, Betty, or is it warm this morning?
It's warm. I'm in Florida.
Yeah, true. Yeah, never. Yeah, true. Yeah.
I'm in Florida. It's hot.
Yeah.
I think Florida is our version of, like, Queensland is our version of Florida.
It's probably
like
75, 80 degrees. I think we got
beautiful.
68 degrees.
Oh, beautiful.
Opposite. Mine is like, if I'm in 40 degrees, it's cold.
Yep.
I think it's like, the opposite.
Karen scared me.
Betty, is Halloween a big thing in your area or not really? Yeah.
You should know.
I know, but I haven't been in the US yet for a Halloween, so I don't know what it's like. But I imagine it would be cool. Yeah.
Because Australia, honestly, whatever we do, y'all do.
That's right. Yeah.
I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but I don't think
We are.
I don't think they should follow us as much.
Yeah.
Someone, Lisa Knits and Vlogs just asked me, was I anywhere near the Queensland fires?
Oh,
No.
yeah.
When I got back from Canberra a couple of weeks ago from seeing my grandbaby, I saw smoke, but no, we haven't really. Look, I don't watch normal TV, but I haven't seen
Okay.
anything, so I think it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
My friend Holly says, I feel like I could listen to Betty read the dictionary to me.
Yes.
The best accent.
Yes.
You do have
Yeah.
the best accent.
Absolutely. Betty's like natural style is like just exuberance and fun. Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I love
Absolutely.
that red dress up. I got to get her to come to my tea party. But,
Yeah, I know.
but I think it's too early. It's like, because I go on at 6 p.m. So that would be
Oh,
what,
yeah.
8 p.m.
Oh.
8 a.m.
I'll have a look. I'll
Yeah,
ask her. Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon Heather would be. That's what I caught. Was it yesterday? I
It
caught
was
that.
Sunday.
Yes.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's done it a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, on Facebook.
Views, so.
Yeah, on Facebook she put it up too because we went to the Pride March over here, and we couldn't put it up on YouTube, the Pride March, because of copyright risks, right? Because you know what YouTube's like, you put any music on and bang, they shut you down. It's like, I don't care, like just demonetize that particular video, but they get really angsty about it now. Yeah, we couldn't put it up, but Heather and I went out to the Pride March, which is like, it was just Saturday just been, and it was a blast. And Heather wore the dress again, and it was so much fun. And just like, yeah, I have to work out how to get the photos to you all, because
I would love to have like a tea party, but whatever they did at the wedding, I would love to dress up like that.
Yeah, very 1800s style. Yep.
It would be fun. I know now.
That was fun.
It would be hilarious with their woman.
I'm just
Bye.
Someone asked me a question. I don't know what I've lost the question. If I haven't answered your question, ask me again.
I think Grumpy Bear. I think they were asking about your reason for going to Canberra. I think before.
Yeah. Oh, Karen, why did you just say Canberra? Because I was in Canberra. My son lives there. Yeah. So I went there for the weekend and visited my grandbaby. There you go. And let's have a look. All right. I think I'm all caught up. If I've missed anything, just ask me again, guys. Forgive me. I'm trying to get as good as other people are.
Oh, you do well. Just do your own style. Do your own style, Karen. That's all you can do.
Yes, that's true. See you later, first of all. Thank you for popping in, sweetheart. I'll see you again next time. Yeah,
absolutely. You know what I found out, right? My wildlife camera idea that I wanted to do on my channel. It is just near impossible with my Telstra modem router thing. Like, it just will not accept it. The wireless solar panel one that I had, it's not able to be streamed like through it's called an RTSP. And it's so confusing, like, and it's like every brand I've looked at is just like, nope, we don't do that anymore. We can't, you have to run a cable in and out of the house all the way to the backyard. I'm like, oh.
What about, I use Starlink, Elon Musk.
Okay. Yeah.
It's really good.
Perhaps it would work, yeah.
And I don't know how much you pay for Telstra, but Elon charges. I think I pay 110.
Yeah, right. Okay. I don't know if I'm able to get it.
Oh yeah, it's just a satellite that goes on your roof.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. Oh, because for some reason, my modem is just a nightmare to work with, and it blocks every port. It blocks everything out. I don't know.
Oh, that's annoying, because that was a really good idea.
Yeah. Hey Betty, what was your mug? What did your little mug say?
Oh, I got it in the coffee thing now. It's got a bunch of cats on it.
Oh,
and
cute.
I'm not really a cat person, but
look at mine.
That,
Right?
John. That is so
That's what you
cute.
want. That's what you want. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
I,
awesome.
I
That
made
is
that
so
up.
cool.
It's Waverley Hills Sanatorium with my
Yeah.
logo and my cartoon head.
Oh, that's so cool. It's like it looks like full on like really well made and stuff. Yeah.
It's Redbubble.
That's great. Yeah. They're good products, Redbubble. Yeah.
Oh, it's when I was on the other week on this. Oh God, it's Friday night for America. One of the subs
Okay.
said, "Oh, we want." Actually, I don't even think it was my live. I was on someone else's, and someone said, "Oh, we buy a mug from you, Karen." And I'm like,
Ah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then I
Yeah.
was bored the other day, so I mucked around, and so then I thought, well, I'll see what it looks like, and I'll order
Yeah.
myself one. And it
It's
actually
really
came
good.
out nice. Purple's my
Yeah.
favourite colour.
I love it.
thought, oh, that's nice. So that should keep Marco happy. Then he can order a mug. I'm not quite sure. Sorry, Maisie. Not Maisie. Oh God, I've lost it again. Grumpy Bear. Karen just Canberra. I'm not quite sure what Grumpy Bear is trying to say. I say Canberra.
Yeah. I think maybe it's the accent thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I say Canberra.
Yeah.
Canberra. That's what I say.
Yeah.
But there you go. Beautiful nights. I sub. Thanks for the recommend. Oh, to Betty. Have you subbed to Betty? Beautiful nights.
Awesome.
Now you will see this.
Oh, to Diabolical.
Yes,
crossover.
please, yeah, a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
You
Cool.
will not see any different. Okay. You see hair though. I'll be in curls that are straight.
Yeah.
I think Beautiful Nights and Diabetical Debbie are having a conversation in the chat. So that'll be what that is. I'm lost.
Yeah.
And there's another fellow. Hang on, where is he? Where are you? Oh, I've lost him. I'm shocking. Come back, Karen. Where are we? Oh, he might be on a bridge somewhere. Hang on a second. I'm gonna find. It's a mouthful. His channel. Where's it gone? Sorry, I'm going to go slow. I'm getting frustrated now.
We're gonna be quiet.
Holly just said poking gentle fun at how I pronounce Canberra. Yeah. Canberra. Canberra. I don't know. Now I don't even know. Crossover Paranormal Society. He's got a channel, and I sometimes go to that. He'll stream live when he's driving somewhere to investigate. And
awesome.
I did ask him, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, crossover. I'm not quite sure if he's still here because he might not be. But if he is, he's got a little gizmo, you know, the gremlin, and it sings, but it must be. I need to ask him. It must be a sensor, like a sensor, or whatever.
Yeah.
And I want one.
That's so cool. Yeah.
But there.
That is so cool.
Jonathan is his name, but he goes out to a bridge, and it's a bridge, and he sits there. And, you know.
Yeah. Right. Awesome. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yes. Where did you get Gizmo, Jonathan? Where'd you get the Gizmo? Please tell. Because it's so cute. I just want it just so I can have it in my room. I've got a gizmo that was given to me by my daughter, but it's a Furby. So it's a Furby version of Gizmo. And I'd love one of what he's got. But
who live by the cemetery?
What was that? What was that, Betty?
I was talking about somebody living by the cemetery.
Who does live by a cemetery? What do we need? Here we go. Diabolical.
Yeah, Debbie. Yep. I think Debbie does. Yeah.
Next to Australia Cemetery, 286 hectares. And I'd love to. Do you know why I would like to live in a cemetery? Because you have no neighbours.
They're all having a good sleep, right?
It'd just be nice and quiet.
You know, oddly enough, a friend of mine that had a backyard into a cemetery, they had really, really peaceful like vibe to their whole place. I don't know what it was. It was just beautiful. Never ever felt scared. You know, we would sit out the back, and the back fence would, like the back gate would just be open, and it would be so cool. Like it would be relaxing. I don't know. We didn't. As a kid, I was never spooked when I stayed there. So
Diabolical says she also has a funeral home down the street.
I'm not sure about the funeral home. That would scare me.
Where's she living at?
Oh, Walmart. Okay, Jonathan. I'll be in America on Saturday, and I do have to go to Walmart. Woohoo! My favourite shop. I'm going to go to Walmart, so I'll have a look.
Florida. Nobody comes to Florida.
You know what? I'm gonna make I can't do anything yet because I've run out of money, and I'm not.
I know about that.
But I'll save up because I've also got a friend called Crow. Oh, that's not his real name, but that's what everyone knows him
I want
as.
to come and see you, Betty. I want to come and see you.
And he lives in Florida. So, you know, I can tell you what, I'd hang out with you all day long and all night long.
I want to meet Betty.
Good time.
Betty, Nora. Betty and Nora, definitely my two favorites in YouTube from Florida.
Your own room. You have your own living space. You don't even have to see me in my house.
Oh,
you have to see me is when we meet up in the kitchen because the house is kind of divided up.
Oh,
it could be two homes.
Betty, do you mind if you wake up and you see me like walking by with?
Oh, you put your undies on, thank you, Drew.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, you gotta have your undies on.
That's right. Yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you.
Oh, Anthony's in. G'day, Anthony. Anthony.
Video. Thank you.
Yeah.
I got a live tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Living with depression.
I saw that one, Betty. I've got that ready to go.
I've got a notification onto that as well.
That's going to be a good one. I'm going to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yep.
How people really mask it.
They do.
Oh, sure.
Yep. So true.
A lot of people put on the happy face, and you think you wouldn't know a happy person, and then once they go behind their own door, it's sort of they collapse. They've used up all
the whole world
to be happy for the world, and you know.
And do you know what I reckon too? Like, I reckon it's almost become such a thing, perhaps more so in Western countries. You know, like Australia, US, America, Canada, UK. You know, that we say that we're busy, right? We're always busy. It's like, what are you up to? Oh, I'm busy. Oh, I'm busy, you know? But it's like, are we really busy, or do we all need to actually switch off that circuit and say, I'm actually having a lazy day? And I know Betty was with me on this one. You got to have that lazy day and just do nothing, like lay in your bed, go for a walk around your house, go for, you know, and just be like, instead of telling people, I'm busy, no, I'm just having a me day, I'm having a lazy day, I'm having a reset day, you know. People need to do this more. I don't know. Maybe that's just my theory.
Drew, can you see Maisie Rose's idea for you?
Oh, I love it, Maisie.
She's a Scottish person. Maisie.
I love you, Maisie. I love you. Maisie. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. It's not the first time. Probably someone else suggested that. Karen will know who I'm talking about. Pat Ma. Oh, he's a character.
Hey, sorta. Yes, it's a good day to scare people. That's not nice to yourself. That's I was talking to another YouTuber the other day. Parple is his YouTube name. Rob's his name, but
Rob,
Parple. And I think what I find most about this community, Betty, you, Warm Strong, you know, all of these people, we've got different subject matter, but we all pop into each other's. Yeah, there's diversity, but
absolutely.
there's one thing we've all got in common is the fact
Yep.
that we want to make people happy, make
Yeah.
sure they're smiling, make sure they're
100%.
okay.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
we can't
100%.
obviously we can't work miracles, but we can let
No.
people know that, hey, I've got an ear.
Yep. Yep.
I might not be able to help in a physical way or whatever,
Yeah.
but there's someone to talk to. Like if things get really, really
Absolutely.
bad, and that's why when things the time things are good too, because Betty
Yes.
is on a different time to say us, Drew, and
Yep.
and I try to get in, so I'm on at a certain time. Like we're trying to make sure that the people that do take the time to subscribe to us and enjoy us
Yeah.
and talking,
Yeah.
that we're there for them, you know.
Absolutely. Yep.
And
Yep.
that's what I like the most about this. I've never had, I don't think I've ever had anyone horrible. Have you ever had that happen in your lives at all, either of you, that you've had someone come up and you think, oh God, but
I
then them.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I didn't have them come up, but it was somebody that came in the chat that was a creator, and it's like you just tore somebody down. And I've done one time the whole time. I've done over 200 some lives.
Yeah.
Person that did it, but then she came back.
I think like Betty, I've only had maybe one time where I had some, and I actually think I know who the person was, and I won't go into all the personal details, but I think it was someone who was an ex or someone like that, and he was like, oh, hi Daddy, and hi this and hi this, and I'm just going, this ain't appropriate for like this kind of discussion. But he didn't really get nasty, but he was like, oh, I've got this person now, and I've got that. I'm just like, I don't really need to know this in like my entertainment chat,
Yeah, just random.
Yeah. Yep.
Good morning, Julie. Hello, Julie. I hope you're doing
G'day, Julie.
okay. Yeah.
How are you?
I hope she's well.
Karen, just a question for you. I was just going to go out for a smoke. Should I turn my camera off? If you prefer not smoking on camera on your channel, it's up to you.
Smoking is very bad for you, and it will stunt your growth. All right?
Yeah, that's right.
And also, when you get to be my age, you will double your age. Smoking is bad.
Yeah, that's right. Naughty.
Right. So you turn off your camera. You go have your.
That's it. All right. I'll be right back. All right. Ciao, everyone.
I do not promote smoking on my channel.
Yeah.
It's very bad. I'm just having a look here. I wonder if Side-Eye Guy and the Shape go out in normal face today as a guy. That's funny. Yes, well, they probably do know. Well, I know what they look like. Oh, well, I don't know what Side-Eye Guy looks like. He was very careful when he came on to talk to me. He just had his little face up, probably too scared. So how's Julie? Not doing great. Slept for an hour because of pain. Nothing new there though. Well, Julie, we're here, and our aim is to at least give you something to concentrate on apart from the pain. I wish I had a magic wand. I wish I was a witch and I could get a cauldron and mix up a spell to make pain go away.
Yeah.
Toil. But yeah, I'm just checking. Yeah, well, everybody's sending you hugs, Julie. Send hugs to everybody anyway. Everyone in this chat, I know. Well, not everyone, because there are some very happy people, but I know there's a lot of people in this chat who are going through private little battles and could do with a big kiss and a cuddle. So if I were close to you, I'd at least give you a big cuddle. You might not want a big kiss, but but I definitely would give you a big hug. And Betty, when is that? Just tell them again when you're going live with your Living with Depression.
9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in America.
Yep.
And we're going to be my live stream, and we're going to be talking about living with depression.
Yeah. Grumpy Bears does. Yeah, and so if you're not subscribed to Debbie's, God, because I just saw Debbie's name. If you're not subscribed to Betty's channel, it's I Am Betty J gathers. And Betty, yeah, she'll have hangouts with her girlfriends, like have a what did we call it the other day? A tea.
Tea
what
party.
was it? The tea party, and everyone wears, a little hat, not one like this, a pretty hat, and it's just it's a nice place to be. But so if you haven't, and go check her out, and because Betty does talk about lots of things like that can be supportive, and if you're feeling a bit down, everyone there lends an ear, and you can learn something. Yeah, Betty? I mean, you can.
Yeah, we can always learn something from each other.
Absolutely. Grumpy Bear just asked me, what does Crow look like? Well, I can't tell you what he looks like, but I can tell you that he is a handsome boy. He's got blue eyes. That's all I'll tell you. But he's handsome. Yeah, he's handsome. His voice doesn't kind of match how he looks. It's weird. But yeah, I'm hoping he's asleep now, because I know he's been working on one of his videos he's trying to get out for everybody this week. Sorta Rican says, if I get a hug right now, someone will end up getting rubbed. Go Shorty. It's your birthday.
It's your birthday.
Oh dear. No, there you go. Yes, Crow is adorable, and he's very cute. And look, he honestly is very, very kind. He's a sweetheart. He's been very supportive to me since, first I started talking to him. So yeah, he's lovely, and Betty's lovely, and Drew's lovely, and Heather's lovely.
Oh my God, I don't know what I'm gonna do with her.
She's
love her. Yeah, I thought I was going to meet her this year, but they kind of X'd out Florida.
Yeah.
Even though what happened, they weren't going to come to Florida because of our state, but which is a shame,
Grumpy Bear says he has a hot voice, just saying. Yes, I suppose he does. I love a southern accent. I think if I ever moved to America, if I didn't live in Virginia City, which I love, I'd have to move to the South somewhere, because Southern people and Southern hospitality, I don't know. Or maybe I'd move to Florida, Betty. There you go.
Oh, but I want to move to Gainesville. That's like the central Florida. If it wasn't for my husband, I would move like yesterday. I want to move to Florida. It's a lot colder there, and then you see the changing of the leaves and stuff. But I would just want to live a real quiet life. That's what I
I'm with you.
Actually, beautiful nights. I was on, whose live was I on? Paranormal Chop Shop. I was on there live the other day, and I said I had made a joke on my live that all a Southern man would probably have to say to me is vehicle. It's the way they say vehicle. It's not vehicle, one word. Vehicle.
Yeah, vehicle.
I don't know. It's not quite like that. I don't know, but anyway, Sonny has got a Southern accent, so he started to say, "You get yourself into my vehicle," and I'm like, and I have a Southern accent, but I'm like, oh my goodness! And I thought, I don't know what it is about the word. I think it's the Southern accent itself is quite soothing. I like it. It's like a song accent. It's musical. With that, Betty, what do you reckon? Because you've got a Southern type accent.
It used to be like in South Carolina, North. It was like a deep Southern where they had that drawl when I was growing up. I noticed that as much as when I was growing up, because it was more deeper. But they say the people that settled in South Carolina and North Carolina and even around New Orleans and stuff, they really came from the UK. They came from England. So they had their thing where they talked, and it kind of all got mixed together, is what it is.
Yeah. No, for sure. I found like Charlotte Airport in North Carolina was like very like Betty just described, and it was so cool. Like, and it was funny because I was like, "G'day," and saw these like people in the airport, and they're like, where is that accent from? And they love Australian accents, and they're like, are you from Britain? And I'm like, no, I'm not from Britain.
Yeah, that's the first thing we say. We would say the UK before
Yep.
we say
Yep.
anything.
And then it's like, nah, from Australia. And they're like, oh, Australia. Oh, you got all the scary spiders and snakes. And I'm like, yeah, sort of. But you guys have the bears and the cougars, mountain lions.
Yeah, I keep saying that. Americans say, oh, everything can kill you in Australia. And I'm thinking, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Everything can kill you in America. Like,
yeah, that's right.
Definitely. You can even think your raccoon's cute and get bitten and get rabies. So,
Yep. That's right. Yeah, they're so cute.
Rabies.
They reckon that if an animal runs up to you and it tries to get close to you, and it's a wild animal, even a raccoon or a skunk or a fox or something over there, they reckon that's not a good sign. So, because yeah. Mm.
Oh, God.
Well, I just intend to, while I'm in Virginia City,
Mm.
I'm aware that there's been a couple of mountain lions or cougars come into the town while everyone's in bed.
Wow. That's so cool, though.
It is. And I don't know. They say there's other things around, but I'm more interested in my wild horses. That's what I want to see when I go there, not to feed them.
No.
Just to say hello and see if they've had any babies. And, Holly's going. Why are you going, Holly?
Holly.
Oh, hold on. It's 10 o'clock. I forgot.
Yeah.
It's only 9 o'clock.
Oh, fair enough. All right. Take care.
Night, Holly.
Cleaning in this morning.
Yeah, I just saw, hang on, what was I? Karen, I was trying to sell Sunny my name. Cassie from Tales Told in the Dark was. Sunny, pay attention. She's just. You're funny. They're kind of people. Puerto Rican, you're funny. There are kind people everywhere. Some are just not as available. No matter. Well, I've never been to New York, but I know some New Yorkers, and they're adorable. I don't know if anyone. Hey, Sarah. I don't know if anyone in the chat knows my friend Levy. But he's adorable. He's from the Dominican Republic. That's where he's from.
Awesome.
He's adorable. He lives in New York. So if New Yorkers are kind of like him, I think you get good and bad everywhere. Quite frankly.
Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. That's the thing, right? Everyone was saying to Werner and I, be careful in Baltimore. Baltimore's really scary. Well, I don't know. I kind of liked Baltimore. I mean, maybe I'm crazy, but everyone's like, be careful, you're gonna, get fully targeted and stuff. All right. I had a couple of people ask me for cigarettes. That was the worst I had, and that's no different from Australia. I'm like,
no, that's no different from here. You walk in the city and
I loved it. Yeah. I never felt, seriously in danger or anything, but everyone's like, oh, you be careful, Drew. And all my friends are like, why aren't you going to Disneyland instead? I'm like, I'm not I want to go to the places that are the scary places. I don't care what people say.
Yeah. Hey, Maisie, yes. Our Australian government should be, I can't say the word SHOT because people don't understand in Australia. A saying in Australia is if someone's doing the wrong thing or being a jerk, you say they should be SHOT, right? It's just a saying, but I can't really say it properly on here because YouTube doesn't understand Australian slang. But I'm not happy. Our government's disgusting. That shouldn't be allowed. It should not be allowed whatsoever. They say that the wild horses are harming the environment, like on the mountains and things. Look, there's deer there, and they're not talking about culling the deer.
No.
Well, but the deer bring in money because people go hunting. They have to buy their hunting.
And do you know what, right, Karen? We got a huge problem with deer even in SA. Just in the Adelaide Hills, as soon as you go towards Melbourne, there are deer everywhere along the whole freeway to Melbourne, right? And all through, like you say, New South Wales, Victoria has it, and yet, like you say, they're always talking about the Brumbies in the high country. And I get why, but I also think, like, hey, if we're going to target them, what about foxes? What about rabbits again? What about everything that Australians brought over from bloody England or wherever they brought them from? We got to, like, it's like in Florida, Betty, you probably know about the pythons that live in the Everglades. Like, there are some pythons there that shouldn't be there or something from Asia. And it's like, well, you know what? If you're going to talk about getting rid of one animal, you got to be fair and do all of them. Yep.
Yeah.
Or none at all. Yep.
I mean, they could just simply go, look, horses are beautiful. All animals are beautiful. Deer are beautiful. But to do that, and it's horrible because the yahoos that go out to do and shoot the horses, they're not careful.
That's right. Yep.
Like they're yahoos who think it's fun to kill something. And because I know that I wouldn't do it. If I were a hunter and hunted for food, I'd hunt for food. But if someone said, there you go, range, go kill all the horses, I said, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's right. I think people, I don't know, it's really sad. Like, there's this feeling that, just because it's feral, it's got to be gotten rid of. Well, sorry, but the horse is bolted, literally. And, it's like cane toads, from Hawaii. That's not supposed to be here, but hey, we got them. You got billions of them up there, Karen. I mean, they've even been spotted in South Australia occasionally. Yeah.
There's a couple in my backyard, but I'm really lucky. I don't know why. I'm really lucky. The cane toads, which I think are still cute anyway. They're big and woofy. I don't hurt them. They live in my yard. But I'm told they normally kill off the native frogs. But I've got tons of native frogs in my backyard, tree frogs and everything.
I think that.
I love
that's right.
In my area, we don't have that many.
Yeah. The one thing I want to see, Betty, in Florida is the snapping turtles. I've always wanted to see the big snapping turtles.
Oh, you don't want to see the alligators, huh?
Yeah. That's right. That'd be cool.
The alligators I've seen. Oh, well, obviously there was footage. I think it was last year that older woman was taken by an alligator when she tried to save a dog.
Done that. The dog run in there. They run in there. The alligator get them, and the dog come out.
That's right.
I tried to make it as nice as I could about it. And I said, well, what a way to go. I mean, it's better than she had a stroke in a chair. I mean, at least
that's right.
Well, she tried to save a dog, and she did save the dog. But
that's it. Like you said a bit earlier, Karen, you were saying, like, about the poor fellow that got taken by the shark over here this morning. Ultimately he was doing what he loved, right? He went out doing, I mean, hey, if I'm going to go somehow, it's going to be either gold detecting, right? Or it's going to be exploring an abandoned house, and I'm going to get, like, the roof cave in on me or something,
Or, young man, if nobody's seen Drew's, did you see it, Betty, where Drew and Werner, it was just a short video, but they were in LA in a hotel. And I don't know how you met those people, but
we just went next door.
Oh, my God. So they just went next door, and there was,
like, hi.
Just went because it was abandoned. Next door was an old abandoned, like a doctor's office and something else, and there was just these dudes there. And these two, well, Drew knew. Drew's instincts must have kicked in, but we're just like, I'm from Australia. G'day, mate. G'day, mate.
Bless his heart.
Come in here.
No.
God,
and they had like the tattoos. They had the tattoos. That's what I recognised straight away. I'm like, I've seen that on TV. That means they're like gang affiliated or something. I was like, we don't go in here, Werner. And then they're like, just go around the back with this guy. And I'm like, I don't fancy going around the back with any old person. Like, it doesn't feel safe. I want to leave the US and Canada with my kidneys intact.
Karen, your chat is fine.
Yeah.
I couldn't
Yeah.
believe I was watching you two do that. I thought, you
I know.
silly. You're lucky they didn't
Yeah.
have guns or knives.
I know.
I mean,
I know.
they may well have been lovely men
Yeah.
in an unfortunate circumstance. However,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
come
No, I
in,
think
come in there,
there was
saying,
there was definitely something odd because one of them went over and spoke to the other guy, and then this third guy just popped out of nowhere as well. So there was like 3 of them there. There's only 2 of us, and here we are, dumb Australian tourists, looking like a big red target on our back. It's like,
Are you ready to fight?
that's right, Betty. I don't think I'm much of a fighter though.
To crossover paranormal. If you can still hear me, or he's probably already gone. But yeah, see you later, Jonathan.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to excuse myself and go and have a shower. But if you are back on afterwards, I'll jump back in if that's all right.
Okay.
Why do you have to have a shower now?
Oh, because I've been like all day.
He's been stinky inky all day.
Yeah, that's it. All sweaty hot.
We can hold it down. We can hold it.
That's right. All right, I'll come back soon.
Okay. Okay.
All right, Drew.
Yes.
Hey, Kazza. I've got I'll find it and pop it up. But when I lived in Victoria, I rescued a kookaburra. It had a broken leg. It had been hit by a car. I have a tendency to pick up things that have been hurt, and I tried to mend its leg with some icy pole sticks, and bandage, and he was fine. And I fed him, and he was in the house, and he'd sit on my knee. And then I decided, right, well, I want him to go back to the wild, so I better not get too friendly with the kookaburra, but I hand fed him. I rang up the Healesville Sanctuary, which is an animal sanctuary. I rang up the zoo, and I rang up the vets, and I said, it's a kookaburra. He has a broken leg. If I bring him to you, can you fix him? Can you do something with him? No, we'll just euthanize him because they'll just kill him. And I thought, oh my God. So I kept him till I thought that his leg was in a situation where he was sort of okay, but I kept my distance. And then I just took him back to where I found him, and I thought, right, I'll leave him here, and at least if I let him go, he's got a chance. Whereas if I took him to the vet or wherever, they'll just kill him. So I'm hoping that he flew off and he was happy. His leg was okay. It was, he still had the dingy leg. But I've seen plenty of birds with broken legs, and they're fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't want him to die. I pick up everything, stray people, stray dogs, stray cats.
Well, you can have a stray cat around me. I think the neighbor left him. I think they left him.
Oh, no. See, isn't that horrible, people that do that with their animals? I don't understand. Here in Australia, you're supposed to keep your cats inside. They're not allowed out. Now, I've got 3 cats, and they're inside cats. They're not allowed out. But one escaped yesterday. I'm waiting for him to come back in. He's a little bugger. He'll come back in. He doesn't run away. But as soon as he gets back in, I'll have to jar up where he's getting out, because I could see where he got out, and I thought, you mongrel, how did you do that? So as soon as I see him, I'll catch him and I'll block it off, so he'll be fine. But because you're not allowed to let your cats wander around. Oh, I like that.
Me too.
Where did that come from? Magic Hands.
Huh?
Magic Hands. Who handed you your hat?
Oh no, I just got it.
Oh, did you? I thought
it was sitting right there.
Yeah. Debbie, I actually did call them, and they were also. I called a lot of people, and they also said the same thing. They'd kill it. So, yeah. Bugger that. Everything deserves a chance. Like, they could quite easily.
Like cats, but they jump everywhere, and I can't take them jumping. And I was raised with cats. Go figure.
Yeah.
But them just jumping on the table and jumping up, that ain't for me.
Mm-hmm. I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything in the chat. If I am, and you've tried to tell me something and I've missed you, just cut, paste, and say say it again because I'm a shocker. Yes, I love magpies. We've got I love how they sing. Grumpy Bear, Karen adopted me too. I adopt all strays. I pay for it in the end, though. Not always.
We got woodpeckers.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I can't do
You can
that.
hear them hitting the tree.
I can't even do that. When I was younger, I could do a Woody Woodpecker impersonation. I used to love those cartoons. Woodpeckers, yeah. I saw one when I was in America last time, and I was surprised at how little they are. Like, they're just little. They're not as big as I thought they would be. Let's have a beautiful night. I haven't had a chance to watch all of your videos, Karen. Do you debunk as well? I do not debunk I do not debunk other people who investigate. But what I do look into is the stories. So when they go to a place and they tell you the story of the place, it's haunted because Mary was a witch and whatever. I go, really? And then that's what I look into. So I debunk the stories that are told. I research the locations, and then my videos tell you the truth. Nobody watches my videos to know the truth, so I get very frustrated when I still see people go to investigate these places and come up with all these, Sally haunts. There's a house called the Sally House, where the demon Sally haunts the place, and because she was killed, she died under the knife of a doctor who lived in the house, and she died because it was a botched operation to remove her appendix. No doctor ever operated in that house. A doctor lived next door, and he grew up in that house, but then he moved next door, and there's just not a Sally. But that's what I kind of do. I basically say there's no demon Sally, and even the Belisca axe murderer house. I looked into that, and there's lots of rubbish about that too. But anyway, I do get sick of people making up stories because not so much. Well, I don't know anyone who goes to B&Bs, but a thing that's happening at the moment, Betty, is that some people who investigate, search for ghosts, hire out a B&B, go there, don't tell people where the B&B is, and say, oh, it's haunted, and they do things in the place, but then people find out where it is, and of course, but then they think, oh, it's really haunted, I'm not going to stay there. So it's I don't know, but some of the owners are there. For example, you got me on a rant. I'll stop in a second. The Sally House, which is in Atchison, Kansas, Chamber of Commerce run that. So if you book it, it's the Chamber of Commerce that meet you at the house and give you the keys. The Chamber of Commerce actually sit and tell you the story of the ghost, the little girl ghost, demon, whatever, Sally. And I've seen it. It was actually, if you go to a Sam and Colby video they filmed there, they're sitting there, and this woman is sitting there saying, I've seen her. Oh, this, oh, that, Sally, the doctor killed her, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, my God. Well, if anybody goes to the house and hasn't researched it and is relying fully upon the Chamber of Commerce to tell them about the house, you're buggered, because the Chamber of Commerce doesn't know what they're talking about, or at least that lady didn't. So that got my goat up. It was just a beautiful family home that had a long history of the one family living in it until she passed away, and then it became a rental still within the family until they, I think they finally sold it, and that's who brought it, the people that have made it a haunted attraction. I've got a lot to say about the Sally House, but that's what I do, if that helps, beautiful nights. I don't like people who lie. Some things I can't prove are not true because there's not enough resources, but most of the things, even the Waverly Hills Sanatorium, where they say a nurse strung a rope up on the top level and took you know, you got to watch what you say, but you know what I mean. She used a rope, and that's not even close to true. It's just not true. It's rubbish.
What I notice is people that truly not about the ghost thing, but have something in them that other people don't have, that, you know, the feeling or the what they see or not, they're usually quiet about it. They don't talk about it. You know what I mean? When they
Yes.
really, like, say if I say, you know, something attaches to me, people don't talk, they honestly don't talk about it. They kind of on the side and back is what I notice with people that truly have a gift.
Yep.
Not
Yep.
out with it at all. They
Yep.
they may say something a time or two, but they're not like out with it. They really aren't.
No. And to me, when they make up these fibs, and with people who say they had the gift, and then, like you say, are out there with the gift, oh, it's this, it's that, I hear this, I hear that, and I think, oh, what a load of rubbish. Like, really, honestly, what a load of rubbish. I even saw somebody tell a similar story for the Munro house, which is another haunted thing. One of the stories of that is that a horrible man lived there and hurt children. Well, that all came from a psychic. It wasn't even based on truth. And I'm like, oh, my Lord, just some crazy lady who says, I can talk to the dead. And I'm like, oh, my Lord. So from that, they've taken, like, you've got to research this stuff. But, yeah, it does my head in. But let me see. Oh, hang on. Stephanie Woods. It's all childhood experience that affected me to this day. Yeah, look, lots of people, let's see, what's Debbie say? When people contact me about paranormal activity caught on tape, it's not my place to decide if something is real or fake. I leave that to my viewers to decide. Yep. But there are some things that are quite, it's obvious, like it's not true. But then, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Karen, have you ever heard of the Poinciana? Is that how you say it? Poinciana? Woman? No. So I'll look it up later. Oh, there you go. I went on a rant. Let me see. Oh, yeah. And it's true. Like, sometimes you think that if you tell people things, they're going to look at you and think you're crazy, or worse, make fun of you behind your back. Like, it's, yeah.
You're crazy.
Yeah, usually it's you're crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I think for me, it's more. Sorry, I'm just laughing. Someone sent me a link to see what I can bring back into the country, just in case I can bring back a raccoon. What was I going to say? I forgot now. I just there she goes. Yeah, I just after losing my son, and that's why I look into this. I get really cross when people. There's people out there I watch that I know are pretend, and I am quite entertained by them, like Sam and Colby. I think everybody knows that those young boys, it's, I'm sure they go in there with, if they did find anything, but the problem is if they did find anything, that they've sort of elaborated most everything else they've found and you wouldn't believe it. But I enjoy watching some of these shows for the entertainment value, just for a laugh. But when I see people go into haunted places, or someone gives them a call and says, I think my house is haunted, can you come and help? And they play these stories up, or fake something, like fake a cup falling, fake a chair moving. It's hurtful because some people watch the content. I know I did in the beginning, watch the content because you're grieving and you think, where is my loved one gone? Like, can they hear me? And then you watch these shows and you hear them saying, oh, this person's talking about this or that, and they're talking to the dead and the dead are communicating, and it gives you false hope. And I just think that's cruel and unnecessary. However, having said that, now that I have actually caught something and heard something when I was at Waverly Hills Sanatorium, I don't know what that was. Am I saying it's a spirit? Am I saying it's a ghost? No, but I don't know what it was. Something sang, and it wasn't me, and it wasn't my friend Cassie. So there's something, but I just wish people wouldn't pretend and make up lies. And then, but I'm not into debunking. I can't be bothered. Like, I will call people out if they're telling silly stories and say, hey, go research a bit better, huh? Don't make up such silly stories. Don't run with the narrative you're being told.
I know the last thing, it kind of really scared me, and I had told my husband, I know he looked at me like I was, girl, you crazy. And I had told this story before that, in fact, what stirred it up, because my dad died when I was like 5. And sometimes you just have this feeling, it's very rare. And this time it was just heavy. I had been talking about him, and this is at the sink. Y'all gonna all think I'm crazy. I start singing a song I did not know. I went in the room and sung it to my husband, and he looking at me crazy, and you know what it was? Daddy's home. Daddy's home. And you know what? I went and looked up that song, and it was made about the year that he died.
That's weird.
People think I'm crazy. Like I said, I tell so few, but it doesn't happen sometimes it's rare, but that scared me. Now that scared me.
Yeah.
I've never been scared before, but that was like, whoa. People really gonna think I'm crazy.
But I think sometimes things happen to us, and we might question, like even things that have happened since my son died, very at the time, that I look back on, and I don't tell many people because that reason. They'll think I'm crazy. And then I wondered, am I crazy? Did I imagine that or whatever? But no, I'm not crazy. I didn't imagine it, and I don't know what it was. I can't explain it. So that's why I know there truly is something. But
there is something,
there's something. But what is that something? So that's what I guess I look at. I try to figure out what that was. What was that the night my son died? What was that the next few days after he died? Was that dream where he was holding my hand a dream, or was he holding my hand because I asked for it? Like before I fell asleep, I said, I just want to give you a hug one more time, and then long story, but different things. But excuse my dogs if you can hear them, because they're barking. They're probably wondering where I am.
You want people to be truthful. It'll be like, girl, did you ever? No, my mom, I've never felt her. It's my dad. People need to be, really truthful of that. My dad, I don't know why. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it's like, or even if sitting, laying in the bed and somebody's singing, the words, and it's just weird, and that's happened all my life. But the dad part came up when I was searching through our family history. That's when it came up. That's the first time I felt it.
And that's why I wonder if when they go and they're gone, are they gone, or are they somewhere that they're able to come and go? Like, not to hear like a ghost all the time, just come and go.
Yeah.
Because that would make sense. Like, even with the ghost I caught singing, it would make sense if somehow they can come and go. Like, maybe they just happen to be where you are, and something you say triggers them to respond.
Yeah, I think it's something that triggers, because I had been talking about him early during the day, and then I forgot about it, and then all of a sudden it's that feeling that came, it's like, it's nothing you see, it's nothing you hear, but
Good night, Kazza. A
They
good
put
night.
you
I
to
suppose it's
bed.
10:30.
They
It's
put
in
you to
10:30.
bed, Casa.
Yeah. uh, what this beautiful night. They sometimes are lost and definitely can come and go. Yeah. I think it. I just think sometimes they come because they're in a way summoned, like you say. You'll think about them or you talk about them,
You open the
and
door.
yeah, and it's not even necessarily that you hear them. Just something might happen,
Never
and
hear.
other things. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I can be thinking of my son sometimes, and then a few hours later, something random will happen in regard to him, and I'll think, oh. So I kind of hope he still pops his head in
That's
every
why
now
I'm
and
so
then.
amazed that people get money for that. People, go to read. I know everybody have their own beliefs, but I'm just so surprised that people really buy into. I know it's hope. People always play on people like your son passed, so they know,
Yeah.
boy, we can get some money right now. But and maybe some people think they really do have it. So I don't know.
Well, on the weekend, I went to. I'll, I'll I'll try and make this a quick. When my son passed away, I wasn't in a good way. I wouldn't have cared if I didn't wake up the next day.
Okay.
I didn't want to be here. I didn't want to end it myself, but
I get it. I hear it.
I didn't care if I had a stroke in my sleep. I really didn't care. I just didn't want to wake up. And every morning that I woke up, it was like, oh, I'm still here. I'm not with him.
Mhm.
And I thought, that's not healthy. That's not good. So I started to watch YouTube because, and I started to look at, life after death, near death experiences, all that. And I fell across John Edward, he's a well-known psychic that can talk to dead people or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He used to have a show called Crossing Over.
Yeah.
Years ago.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I watched him. Now, I'm a bit skeptical because I often wonder how, are they reading the room like a mentalist does? But despite that, he had a lot of other content that was very helpful to me, extremely helpful to me. And it got me, he doesn't just talk to dead people, and it got me through. And it got me to a point where, I still felt like I didn't particularly want to wake up the next day, but it got me functioning again. It got me out of bed. It got me trying to be hopeful and think, what would Stephen want? Like, he certainly wouldn't want me up there with him, probably. He so he got me through that way. And I went to see him live. My son died in July, and I went to see him in November. And I didn't get a reading. That's not what I was there for, because when he does these things, it's more like he talks about stuff and you learn stuff. And then I went to see him again on, where are we, Sunday? It's Tuesday now. Sunday, I went to see him again here, and it was the same thing. Now, is he real? Is he for real? Certainly some things that happened there were unexplainable. Because I was watching, I still look and think, could he do that simply? No, there's something. I don't know what it is he's got, but he's got something. So he's certainly doing something. But to have to pay. Well, actually, he said you shouldn't want to pay to see someone like me to get a message from your loved ones, because he said your loved ones are there. They are watching. They do communicate with you.
With you if you pay attention.
Yeah, he said you have to pay attention.
And it's weird, you know who it is. It's weird, because I wouldn't think it was my father. He died in 1960. So why that particular one and not my mom? You know what I mean?
I know. Have night, PI, night. Yeah. So, but yeah. So I don't know. But with him, like the very fact that he says you shouldn't want to pay someone like me for a reading, he said, because I shouldn't have to tell you they're still there. And he's right. But the problem is that even I was watching some people that were there. I could tell where some of them were in their grieving journey, and it was sad to see. So he is helpful in that regard, because it does give you a little bit of hope, and it teaches you how to look for certain things and not be taken in. So he certainly talked about people who take you in and explained how they do that, and that was helpful to others, I think.
Yeah.
But that's my experience. I think he's okay. I think he's fine, because he doesn't just take money from people for readings. He does a lot. He's built a business out of it, but that's okay. It's more like a counselling business, I'd say. If you watch anything, it's more about that. But thanks, Debbie. But so that's why I basically do what I do, and Beautiful Nights. Oh yeah, just look his name up. He's all over the place. Beautiful Nights. John Edward.
Yeah, John.
Or Edwards. John Edward. But yeah, he's been around for 40 years. I don't know. He's the only one out of all of them that's never been proved to be fake. I had someone have an argument with me one day and said, "Oh no, he was in an interview and they proved him fake." And I'm like, yeah, no. He's never been proven fake. Whoever you think you were watching, it wasn't him. But I couldn't take help for helping people. But then again, I suppose I don't know. It's a hard one. I suppose if you don't have another job, and you're being always annoyed by dead people, I don't know. Yeah, I would feel uneasy too. I'd probably just say, hey, if you want to buy me a coffee, or hey, if you want to buy me dinner. I don't know. I don't think I could take money for if I could hear and see dead people and give people messages. You'd have to be really careful too. If you really can do that, you'd have to be really careful what you say to people. They might not want to hear it. But there you go. Geez, the things we talk about, everything from Drew not getting dressed to
cigarette smoking.
Yeah, naughty boy. Oh, what's good? Shadow people. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? I don't know what you think about it, Debbie. I've had a lot of people say, "Oh, demonic possession and demons," and I mean, I don't know. I maybe they're real, but I don't know.
We don't know. Never seen passed over. Yeah, nobody ever came back to tell us.
No one really knows. So, and even people who say that they've had near-death experiences, who say, "Oh, this happened and that." Some people have had really weird experiences where they've floated above their body, and they've told the doctor later on, "Well, I heard you talking about X, Y, and Z, and I was supposed to," like, they were dead. And the doctor's like, what? So there might be something to that for sure. Or maybe your spirit or your soul for the time being just leaves the body because it's in pain. I don't know. It's really weird. Hey, Jean. So I don't know. But yes, and Sarah's just saying that is it you, Sarah, that has the night terrors? I did see that, and then I didn't mean to flash past it. Someone has the sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
Was it you, Grumpy Bear? Yeah, I don't know. I've woken up once and got out of bed and had paralysis, but that was because someone was trying to break into my door. So I now know that if I'm really, really scared, I freeze. I can't even talk. Took me a few minutes to get my, and then I yelled at whoever was at the door and grabbed a carving knife. They never came in. Thank God. Oh dear. Hang on. Oh, Jose's leaving. He's going to have a shave and probably do an impromptu fun Halloween face painting and live a bit. Go for it. Sort of go. Go, Jose. Jose. Grumpy Bear, what I saw, I had to call Catherine. I saw a demon both times, same night. I don't know what happened. Grumpy Bear, hope that it was just a nightmare, as in like a nightmare. You didn't really see that. It was just your brain wouldn't wake you up. That's what I'd hope for. because I can't imagine why a demon would come in and annoy any of us. I'm sure they've got far more important things to do. Yeah, I worked that out, Grumpy. Yes, it is indeed the last sense that someone has when they're passing away. I don't know how we've come to figure that out, but as a nurse, I've been with many people that have passed away while I've been there, holding their hand and everything, and they can't open their eyes anymore. They don't have the energy to speak. I've been pulled close before, like I've talked to them and they can't, but they and squeeze the hand. Often they can squeeze your hand a lot. But yeah, they say that's why I always encourage loved ones when I'm not nursing anymore, but when I was, I would encourage their families to keep talking. I know you think they're asleep, but they can hear you, you know. So, yeah. My friend Amy from Amy's Crypt has experienced sleep paralysis. She studies psychology as linked to stress. Oh, well, if that's the case, I should have it every bloody night. Yeah.
That's what they get the books for. They get the books for the educational part, and we get the real thing. So tell her until she accepts it, then let us know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So how long have I been talking? Oh, only an hour and 40 minutes. It's been a lovely ride. What time is it there for you now?
It's 7:42. 7:42 a.m.
Oh, it's still in the morning. What have you got planned for the day?
Well, I already started cleaning the house before this. And probably just cleaning up today because I'll probably film probably Thursday because I got my live tomorrow. So because after I get through filming my vlogs, I'll be tired. So
actually, this could be a question for Betty too, but I can tell you I don't like them. I know Betty would be the same. I know they were invented back in the day just as a parlor game, but they were still invented with the same intent even back then to communicate, because it was a big thing in the late 1800s to have these parlor games where you would talk to the dead. So I know it's just a board game, but the thing that bothers me about it is in order to use that game, you're holding hands generally is the way to bring them in, and it's you're calling it, you're using your energy to call in their energy. So do they really work? I don't know, and I don't want to find out. I just know that I had a bad experience when I was a little girl with my mother using one. It wasn't pleasant, and I was only a little girl, so that scared me. And I told my mum. My mum used to use me as the other person. I was only 12. Oh my God! But yeah, no, I don't like them. I'm just having a look. 12 for, oh really? 20. Oh yeah, it's 9:45, so 10:45.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's getting late. I'll end up. Hi Manu. Yes, you are creating an opening for the dead with them. And I don't like it. Can everyone hear my dogs? They're so naughty. It's past my bedtime, obviously.
I can't really. Oh, I hear now, but
yeah,
not before.
And nobody else. There's 4 other children in this house. Nobody is bothering to get up and tell them to be quiet. They're inside.
So how many kids did you have?
What was that?
How many kids do you have?
I had 6. So I had 2 boys and 4 girls. 4 girls live here with me.
Oh my God.
And my eldest lives in Canberra.
How do you raise that many children?
It was hard work. And none of them are grateful, because if they were, they'd shut the
oh my God. How old is the youngest, Karen?
18.
Oh my God, you got baby.
Yeah, I got babies. My eldest, he's 36.
Oh, okay.
But, dogs are naughty children.
Oh God, we're not. You know what? I'm glad they did bring up about the dog, because my dog Colin is 15 years old, and I'm telling everybody in this chat, if you have a dog,
Night, night, beautiful nights.
They get old. He's senile. He's blind. Can't hear hardly. Take care of your dog. Treat him gently. You know, that's one thing
Yeah, I know.
because I have to be, and I think he's here to teach me that lesson too, to be gentle, because he's, he's old.
Well, I know, and I love my animals. I probably love them a little bit too much, but I spoil them. Who's leaving us? So Beautiful Nights is going to bed because it's 4:45 in the morning where she is, and Cheryl's still with us because she's got no excuse. But it's getting late for us. I mean, it is getting late.
Daisy's still here from Scotland.
Yeah, Maisie's still here. She's a good girl. Yeah, these pets are about to get yelled at though, because but I'm more annoyed with the fact that I've got, like I say, 4 grown children who can't be bothered moving to tell them to shut up. They're in the kitchen. The dogs are in the kitchen.
How many do you have though? How many do you have?
2 dogs that sound like about a pack of 10 at the minute. I've got a Rottweiler and a Chihuahua.
Mm-hmm.
But it's because it's getting late and they want me, and there's probably a noise outside, so they're probably barking at that too. But,
hey, Mona,
oh, hey, Mona. Oh, people are popping in now because it's morning time. I'm still sitting here going,
you're starting to get Americans now.
Yeah. But so I'm heading off on Saturday morning, Betty, catching the plane from here at 6 a.m. The plane takes off at 6 a.m. I arrive in Reno at 2 p.m. the same day, which sounds weird because it's really not the same day, but
I know.
But it is the same day. But so I'm looking forward to getting there, and God knows what's going to go on in this house while I'm gone. Because if that's any indication,
it'll be all right. It'll be all right. How long are you gone for?
1 month.
Ooh, they don't tear that house down.
I know. Because it was, I'm a bit worried, but I've sorted everything out. Everything is right to go. They all have a list of things they need to do while I'm gone. And most importantly, make sure the animals don't die because they forget to feed them. Keep the house tidy and water my garden. Is it now? I'm going to assume it's Jean.
Jean.
So Jean, is it my dogs don't like firecrackers, but or fireworks, but I've taught them thunderstorms, which are pretty loud. They're not scared of thunderstorms. So when they were puppies and the thunderstorms would happen, I'd just pat them and go, oh, listen to that. And I'd even sometimes walk out on the porch and hold them. Oh, look at that. And now the thunderstorms don't bother them at all. And luckily, neither do fireworks. So I'm lucky. What do you call it? I got them used to it, conditioned them. Let's see. Mona did what? You're welcome to visit my ghostly family anytime if you like ghost and poltergeist content. Yeah. Debbie's got a nice channel. She does some lovely videos.
All I can say is be careful when you open that door. You know what I mean? Be careful. Start opening that door for something to in. Always be careful.
Well, I know when I was in America last time and we went to all those haunted places, I tend to talk, funnily enough. So I was very careful when I was in these places to just act as if I was talking to someone who was actually there at the moment, like not a ghost, not a spirit, but I would address them and say, hello, look, I'm dreadfully I'm so sorry that this happened to you. My name's so-and-so and I'm from such and such, and excuse the intrusion, that sort of thing. That's how I would talk. But I have seen other people that don't do that, and they, they provoke. If they don't get any activity, they'll go, oh, what's the matter with you? You know, come on, scratch me then, or what. And I just think, you know what? You don't know who you're talking to or what you're talking to. You just don't know.
Yeah,
So
see,
when
that's
you
what
do
I'm
that,
talking about.
you don't know. No, so don't do
Don't.
it. You wouldn't walk into
At
somebody's
least
home
if
and
it's
talk
a
to them like
family
that.
member, you kind of know. But when you're walking into, like you say, you're opening yourself up. And what the heck are you opening yourself up to?
No.
It's
What did that say? Grumpy Bear's, what did she say? Karen, you don't know this, but I've tucked myself in the side pocket of your suitcase. Surprise. Unless you're like a little person like my Beardo doll, I don't think you'll fit in the side pocket. Oh, you're going, Debbie, Diabolical? You're off? It is getting late here in Australia. But tomorrow I've got a big day. I've got to do a few more things, and I've actually got to get my suitcase out because I haven't even looked at packing.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. But I figure, you know what? It's so warm here. I probably don't have the appropriate clothing anyway. So I've got jeans and I've got leggings. So I've got leggings I can wear under the jeans. But as for that, that's about all I've got. I think I've got one long sleeve T-shirt. So I think that when I get to America and I've got to go to the Walmart, I'll have to grab a warm jacket and maybe long johns. Do they sell long johns in Walmart?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they do. Have you been
Yeah.
to TJ Maxx? Do they have a TJ Maxx there? Now that is fun. TJ
They
Maxx.
do. Yeah, if it's the same kind, yes, we do. We do have one.
But
Yeah,
I'm saying,
where
have
there's
you
clothes.
visited the one in America, though?
I haven't been to one. I will guarantee the ones in America are much better.
Girl. Oh, you will have. That's where I found the coffee at. Oh,
Ah.
girl. Please.
No,
girl,
Manu.
go to TJ Maxx. Please. That's better than Walmart.
Oh, well, Walmart to me, I must admit, apparently I went to a superstore Walmart, which was in Carson City in Nevada. And I walked in, my first Walmart ever, and I walked in and my mouth.
I know. That's how you do when you
Oh, my God.
You do too.
Like
We
hair,
did.
yeah.
Now
Hairdressing.
Yeah.
Someone nails done. If you're staying, no, I'm not in the South, Beth. I'm in Nevada, in Virginia City, which is, I think it's 6,000 miles up. Like it's on a mountain. There'll be snow. I'm hoping the snow holds off. So yeah. Oh, I'm starting to yawn now. It must be getting time for me to go to bed. I'm old now. I'm old.
Not as old as I am.
No, Nevada's on the west coast. It's not south. Nevada's not south, is it? It's next door to no.
I don't know.
It's
Just
on the
check
west
the
coast.
weather before you leave, and then you'll kind of
Yeah, I'll check before I leave. It's right next door to California. But yeah, so
not be as cold.
Yeah. Well, I don't. I know that I've been told that it was cold, that the roads were actually closed off just a week ago due to snow. So, yep. Apparently, they closed the roads going up to the mountain. Just snow. But it was odd. It was not normal. So apparently that subsided a bit now. I'd know if it hadn't anyway, because my friend would say, "Oh, Karen," I'd get stuck in Reno.
Go to the dentist.
It's in the south of the country. No, Beth, it's not in the south of the country. New York is on the east coast. Oh, sorry, west coast. I said east coast. New York is on the east coast. Nevada's on the west coast, and the south is somewhere in the middle, like as in down. And then you got the north. So you got North America and South America and the west coast and the east coast. But definitely Nevada is just next door to, it's like Tahoe, around there.
Mm-hmm.
And then Arizona, I think, is on the other side of it, I think, as you go across. I'm Australian, and I know this. Northern Ireland is freezing, lashing rain and wind and plenty of. Do you think you're? Yes, Jean. Actually, I saw that there was flooding in England the other day too. There's some of the houses got flooded out down below, so that's a bit weird. It's weird weather everywhere. We've got El Nino happening here, so we're in for some shock. Today, it's still spring here, and today I was outside and we had a northerly wind and it was hot. Like, I mean, I don't know how to say it in American terms, but it was about 33 here. It was hot, and I'm like, it's spring. So if that's spring, what's summer going to bring? Probably the same. You guys had a horrible summer, didn't you?
No, we always have a horrible summer. So long as we got air conditioning, we all right.
Yeah, I've got air conditioning, so yeah.
Well, thank you, Wendy.
Yeah. Oh, Drew's back. Oh, Drew? He's bloody got no. Yeah,
put your shirt on.
Cheeky
Put your
bugger.
shirt on, Drew.
Okay, southwest then, but it's not the south. It's not what I would call the south, as in like, you know, southern
God
states.
help us. God help us. Drew and Heather.
Yeah.
I
Just
can
don't
only
put girls.
imagine. I can only imagine.
Well, at least he's clean now, girls. Had a shower.
I know, at least he's clean.
Your sound's breaking up a little bit there. Your stupid internet. Struck. It's all right. Cheryl's saying her phone's haunted because it keeps resending messages. Oh, you've made Maisie Rose's day, I think, there, Drew. Oh, hey, Wendy. Hello. Oh, look. What are you doing, Drew? Stop giggling. You're like a little girl. You're just giggling away.
Yeah. You're kind of breaking up. It's like
your sound's breaking up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, your sound is breaking up a bit, Drew, but that's okay. Yeah, Drew's phone is playing out. I think it's more his internet, to be honest, because it was okay earlier, wasn't it, Drew?
Yeah, it was, yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, your audio.
Okay.
Wendy says, Drew, great costume. Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Will it do it? I forgot.
Oh, look at that.
I've been sitting here all the time. Oh, that's a thumb up because they didn't see it. It's something new with Apple.
Apparently they're going to get look at that. Apparently they're going to get a big storm in the UK shortly. They've had some weather warnings. Well, how do you think that? Is that on your phone?
That's on Apple. It's like, do you have an Apple product?
No, I've got Samsung.
Well, you can do it too, Drew.
Yes, Samsung.
Oh.
I'm not on my phone. The words you saying.
Yeah, I can't hear anything saying. Just sit there and look pretty.
This is the best. Did you see that?
Oh, he's gone. Oh,
I know it don't stay. It's not doing it. There we go.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I'll have to see if my Samsung will do that when I do a live.
I think the Samsung. I know Apple they had to come up with something.
Let's try again.
Oh, there you go. That's a bit better.
Oh,
that's better? Yeah.
That's
good. Yay.
Maisie
I don't know.
Maisie Rose did say to you, though, that she could do with just the pictures. Don't worry about the sound.
Thanks, Maisie. Yeah.
I don't know why.
Hey, Dee's just popped in, Drew. There you go.
Oh, look cool. G'day, Dee.
Betty's
Dee.
playing the phone.
Betty, I have to get an Apple product now. You've encouraged me to get an Apple.
Grumpy Bear says to put some. Well, he's in bed, Grumpy. He's in bed. So
Grumpy Bear.
yeah, we'll let him have that one.
Oh, look, there we are. We were. Whoops. Oh, my app just reset. That's weird. I hopped up and my whole YouTube just crashed and it's gone back to weird normal TV.
Oh,
Is there a spirit in the house?
It's a demon.
Oh, I'm going to try and find some clothing. Oh, where are we? That'll do. Yeah. Oh.
D is here. I'm like, where is D? Where is D?
Yeah. D, where are you, D?
D would be the first person if I went to first person I would see you.
That's right.
I told her, if you don't have enough room, just make me a pallet on the floor and I'm easy like that though. My mom raised us like that though. Wherever you go, you make people feel comfortable in their home.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. There we go. Got my shirt on. It says.
That's a little bit. Don't go down any lower.
I'm telling, we all getting off of him.
Gosh. Dee's just finishing work. We were speaking about you earlier, Dee. I said, "Oh, Dee's not here," and then I remembered you at work. So there you go.
Yeah.
It's not the 1st of November just yet, Wendy. It'll be the 1st of November in 2 hours. How long till it's midnight for you, Drew?
Oh, these
2.5 hours. Yeah. About half an hour more than you've got, Karen. Yeah.
That's it. So there you go.
Yeah. Oh, I got it back. Yay.
I'm yawning now. Oh, Beth, it's 8 a.m. where you are. It's 8 a.m. where you are too, isn't it, Beth?
Yes, 8 a.m. 8 a.m.
Yeah.
You know, another thing I've been really talking about, I had on my show last week is, and people love that. That's how we got on the depression part. Everybody wanted to talk about this week is living your life intentionally.
Yeah.
Living your life. And you know, I called so many people and asked them a question, and everybody said no. And the one said she lives it now. She has a terminal illness. She said, you know, you don't want to get to that point where you have a terminal illness or you lose somebody. You really want to live your life with intent now. You really do.
Yep. So true.
Yep, you really do.
Yeah.
Oh, bye, Cheryl.
Bye.
Take care, Cheryl. Look after yourself.
Yeah, Mum's yelling for me. Got to run. Stay safe.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell, you're still being told what to do at your age. That's a joke.
Live in the house. You got to do. You got to still do it.
You got to do as you're told.
You ain't gonna get out on.
I'm just thinking I was going to say something to someone and now I've forgotten what it was. It was relevant, but I've forgotten what it was I was going to say. See? Doesn't matter. Maybe it was something you said and I was going to say something, but then I read the chat. This is what I do, my brain, and I'm getting tired. So your pillow is always looking for head. Honestly, yeah.
I love it.
See, girl, you take it to another level.
I know, Cheryl, it was a joke. Cheryl saying, I know, Cheryl. I was trying to be funny. Naughty me. Love you, Cheryl. Have a good night, sweetheart, and I'll see you again.
Yeah, take care, Cheryl.
Beth will be, I don't know. Beth will be going to bed, I think. Oh my goodness. For anyone that's still in here, I did say it at the beginning, I won't be doing my usual Friday night. Oh my God, that scared the shivers out of me. The cat's at my feet and it just tapped my foot. I won't be doing my usual Friday night live because I will be in an aeroplane somewhere above the Pacific Ocean at that time.
Awesome. Wow.
But I'm sure in my place, Drew and Heather could always be live at that time to make sure that you're all okay and not, missing too much. I usually go live, Drew, on a Saturday morning, our time, at around about 12 o'clock. So
I'll see if we can. I'm not sure. I think Heather said about going up Bush on Saturday. She's got a spot she wants to check out up north somewhere. But don't know. We might be able to do a live from there. Perhaps I'll ask her. I haven't actually heard from her tonight. But like you say, she's out with Werner and her family, so I wouldn't expect to hear a lot. But so that's cool.
Okay, if anybody wants to laugh, was it on your channel or Heather's channel? I think it was Heather's channel. Your little live thing in the car on the way home from the Gay Pride.
Yes.
Oh, Heather.
Oh, you got to check out that short. Yeah, it's only a short live. Yeah, it was funny.
Oh, it was funny. Am I ugly? Do you think I'm ugly?
Yeah, I was
digging for compliments. Was Heather?
Yeah, that's right. I had to help her shut the live stream off because I think she was so tired she would have just fell asleep with it going still. I'm like, responsible driver, responsible end live streamer. Yeah, I'm on.
Dear.
All right, okay, all right, cool.
I'm starting to yawn a lot now. Excuse me.
It's all right.
I'm just getting up.
I know. It's time. Well, I've got a big day planned tomorrow. My garden is all under control, but I will mow the lawn one time before I leave. And and I've got to clean my bedroom and my bathroom and my lounge room.
Cleaning.
Family meeting to make sure the girls understand and know what it is they've got to do while I'm away. And I have Grumpy Bear. I have a carer coming to make sure the girls are okay while I'm gone, just to check in on things and whatnot. So that'll be all right. And I've got to pack my bag and make sure I know everything regarding travel is fine. I know where my passport is. I've done all my other bits. Oh no, Wendy, I'm going in a second anyway, sweetheart, because I'm super tired. You guys are all just waking up, and I've got to go to bed.
Don't you just love that about the world? Like, if you think about it, right now there are people going to sleep, there are people midway through their workday, and there's people about to have their dinner and go to bed. And then there's us.
And before I go, I'll just remind you all. So no live this Friday night, but I do intend to try using my phone and doing a live YouTube live with my phone while I'm out and about. So fingers crossed. So you might miss it, but it'll, like, if you miss me live, it'll be, you can watch.
You can always replay. Yeah.
You can always do the rewatch, isn't it? Because it won't be for long because it will cost me a fortune for data.
Oh yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know about you, Karen, but I don't know about you, Betty, too, but in the US, data with SIM cards is really limited. Whereas over here in Australia, like my SIM card right now that I'm talking through this on, I've got like 120 gigabytes or something of data just on my phone.
Well, mine
is a lot.
Mine because it never runs out.
I have a plan that's have 80. When I go to America, it doesn't work though, Drew. When I go to America, I'm not allowed to use it. And that's Telstra. So Telstra, that's when I've got to get the it's called something else. I've got to get the other thing and do and it's only 1 gigabyte per day.
Yep, that's right. That's what I had. Yeah.
Oh my God, 1 gigabyte.
It's limiting.
Maisie Rose is going to the shops too. That's usually my excuse, Maisie.
Oh.
Maisie Rose is off to the shops.
Oh, enjoy the shops, Maisie. Hopefully it's not too crazy for you. Yeah.
Yeah. And night, Beth. Or night from me. The girls clean, Grumpy Bear. I just need to make sure someone comes here to help them with other things that they can't necessarily do. But yeah, so what was I saying? Oh, see, yes. So I'm putting together a couple of episodes to air next week, and hopefully I can pop in for the premieres. But if you don't see me there, apologies. It just means I don't have data or there's no signal. But
I know what you mean. Yeah,
you know what I mean. You can always pop in and talk to everyone for me and tell them where I am, Drew.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, and also make use of your community tab while you're away, Karen, because you can always just keep people updated that way. Like I did, because people were used to me putting out a video every week before I went to the US, and then obviously the first couple of weeks of the US was pretty hectic. So I put up just a little community post. I just said, look, thanks for being patient, everyone, and welcome aboard. And yeah.
Hey, Princess Scary.
G'day.
Maisie's
Stormy day. G'day. Yeah.
Bye, Maisie. Love you.
Take care, Maisie. Bye.
Yeah, so that's what I'll be doing there anyway. I'll try and still have episodes going out, but I will definitely try to keep people updated with what I'm doing. I'm going to do a few investigations while I'm there.
That'd be awesome.
So we'll see how that goes. But that's more like the way I do it, is just go in and show respect. So I certainly don't expect to find anything. But it's lovely visiting.
Grumpy Bear, I'm in Adelaide. Sorry, I just saw Grumpy Bear's comment. I'm in Adelaide.
You're right. Were you in Oz? Oh my God. So yeah, that's kind of where I'll be for the next 4 weeks.
It's exciting.
She'll be in America.
That's right.
America.
Yeah, that's it. Say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Have you ever seen Whitney Houston's version of that? Whitney Houston from Super Bowl. That is incredible.
Yeah,
made me feel like I was American. I was like,
I get goosebumps when I hear. I know it sounds weird, but "Hail to the Chief" is the
yes.
I get goosebumps when I hear that, and when I hear the Star Spangled Banner as well. I do.
Yeah.
Get goosebumps.
Definitely.
Maybe because Americans hear it all the time. That was.
I reckon.
I suppose.
Flight. I reckon I was American. I reckon I lived
There's another song too, and it actually apparently is the same melody as "God Save the Queen," but it's like "Oh Bless America" or something like that. But the words are not "God Save the Queen," but it's actually the same tune as "God Save the Queen." So I don't know, but that I saw Kelly Clarkson. Yeah.
Oh, Kelly Clarkson. I wonder if that's back from the day before they had the War of Independence. Maybe they had it.
Possibly, yeah.
They took the tune but put their own words to it.
That's right. I reckon it is. Yeah, I think it is. And there's another one too that you have to absolutely watch. It's not a song though, but it's a beautiful poem, and it's called "On the Pulse of Morning" by Maya Angelou. And if you've never heard a poem before, it was done recited, I think, fully at the Bill Clinton inauguration. And it is just a most beautiful poem. Like, it makes you dream. It makes your mind go pop, It's one of those poems by Maya Angelou, I think is how you say it. But it's called "On the Pulse of Morning." So, yeah, it's just a beautiful, beautiful poem. Sorry. Get sidetracked.
No. That's good to know, because then people can look it up. He's asking where you were. Adelaide, South Australia.
Yep, Adelaide. Good old Adelaide, South Australia.
Good old South Australia, where you can go swimming with sharks.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, not today.
No, not today. I
Yeah.
hope they don't
No.
go and kill it. I really don't.
No, they're
They've
not
got
going to, Karen. In
Oh,
SA,
good.
we have a no kill shark policy. Western
Oh, good.
Australia does go out after them. I think is the only state in Australia, and I think New South Wales had drum lines for a while. I think drum
Yeah.
lines. Yeah.
I just think that's the sharks' home.
Yep. Yep.
Where they live.
Absolutely.
And if you are going to go out, and all surfers know the risks. So if you are going to go out in the water into their home, and they're hungry, and you just happen to be there kicking your legs,
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's not a nice way to go, obviously, but
yeah,
it wouldn't
that's
be
right.
pleasant,
Grumpy Bear wanted my link so he can sub, or they can sub. Sorry, my link is Drew's Adventures Go. So if you type that whole thing in, it should bring up my channel.
You can't do hashtag share, Drew, or you lose it.
I can't do it through my phone. I've got the StreamYard in my browser window on my phone, so it's not letting me connect to chat without logging in and losing the screen, I think.
That's all right. I'll do it now.
Yeah.
That's just reminded me. Tanya's missing. Although it'd be 1 o'clock in the morning in
New Zealand? Is she?
Yeah, she's from New Zealand.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Awesome.
Drew, it's all right. My computer's having a hissy fit. There you are.
Yeah, Drew's Adventures Go. If you typed in that whole thing without spaces, it should bring up my channel. It should. Fingers crossed.
I'm about to do it now. I'm very slow.
Thank you. No, all good. All good. Yeah. I'm not very good at this live streaming stuff sometimes, but like linking and whatever.
Yeah, there's Drew's link.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just don't agree with killing animals because they're doing something that's natural to them in their own habitat. Even I think it happens in America, doesn't it? With bear attacks and things in the past, if a bear kills somebody.
Do they go after bears, Betty? Yeah.
Do they kill bears if they kill someone in America? I know they do it with polar bears.
Honestly, I don't know. And what's weird, I went out in my backyard and I'm thinking, like, what if a big bear come out here? I thought about that. Where that come from?
Wow. Yeah.
If a bear come around here, I'm gonna tell you. I'm telling y'all now. I'm gonna come back on here and tell y'all the bear. I'm gonna make sure I take a video of it.
Do you get bears in Florida though, Betty, or not really?
Not
black bears?
Maybe somewhere.
Yeah.
We had a monkey around here one time.
A monkey?
Probably let it out.
Oh no!
Probably had it
as a pet. Yeah.
Hey, Kibba, I saw you. I was going to type, but Kibba's just come in. Yeah. I don't know, but I mean, if an animal killed me because I was silly enough to be where it lives, I wouldn't want someone to kill the animal.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's my fault.
Same. Yeah. Yeah, same, Karen. You know, Werner and I went hiking in this gorge in California, and we went up there to see the Hollywood sign, right? And we hiked around. Anyway.
Cats up there.
Yeah, big cats, yeah. And we were walking down, and I think Werner was right. We heard something that, like, it made this, like, sort of sound, and it was either a screeching owl or it might have been a big cat. We don't know. But anyway, we were just like looking around. We're both like, back to back, and we're like looking around and didn't see anything. So whether it was just an owl or some other creature that made this almighty screeching weird, but it did sound like a typical cougar sound. So we don't know, but we were right. So.
I believe if you go hiking, always take a cooked chicken in your bag. So across an animal.
That's right, chuck it out.
Reach for the chicken and go, puss, puss, puss.
Yeah, that's right. Leave me alone. That's right, here's my chook. Yeah.
We're just hungry.
That's right. Oh, that's funny. Oh, yeah. Yeah, gotta love that. Imagine though if you were like, like leaving the scent trail or something from the chicken from your backpack, and then it just brings about a pack of 5 animals. Yeah,
Next minute, a mountain lion jumps on your head. I do know
that's right.
California. They're along.
Yep.
There's been people attacked on the walking trails in California
Yeah.
by
Yep.
lions, cougars,
Yep.
whatever you
Correct.
call them.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
I reckon that might have been. I don't know, but maybe that's what got that actor that died just a little while ago. I'm trying to think of his name.
Mm.
He's English, but he went hiking, and they didn't. They found his body. But
I know who you're talking about. I heard about it, but yeah, yep.
I've just gone blank with his name at the minute. But
yeah,
how's Matthew Perry?
I know, that's sad.
It was funny. It was the day before yesterday that he died.
I think so. Yep.
Julian Sands. Thank you, Stephanie. It was the day before yesterday, and when I heard it, it was still kind of like, you hear things sometimes and you think, and it doesn't hit. Like it's kind of like, that's sad. It hit me this morning. I was looking at something, and I was listening to him. Someone did a thing, and I was listening to him talk, and I got really emotional and started to have a cry. And I thought, oh no, he's gone. Like it hit me later. I just thought, oh no. If you
Antoine's right, Julian Sands. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
No, that's all right, Stephanie. Yeah, Julian Sands got right.
Yeah. But no, Karen, you're right. And I suppose for all of us, really, we all grew up with Matthew Perry being on our screens, every night of the week, pretty much. Friends was a big thing in Australia, and it's just, and more than that, like I think, like I commented on your little short about him, I think a lot of people sometimes they just can't. They're not made for fame. That people are just not made for it. Other people handle it fine. Like you look at Madonna, right? Madonna has survived every controversy. She's made for it, but other people just aren't made for that pressure. And you look at Michael Jackson, you look at so many people, that just couldn't keep up with that pressure. Do
you know what actually happened?
And
why he was? Matthew, because his dad is an actor, and if you ever watched Friends, his dad was in a few episodes. But his dad was an actor, and he started acting very, very young. But he started drinking very, very young. He was only about 14. He was 14 years old when he started drinking alcohol. And when he was making Friends, he had a back injury, and that was his downfall. He had the back injury, and the doctors gave him Vicodin for the pain. Vicodin's highly addictive, and that's when it started, and that's what screwed him up.
It's so sad because the painkiller industry has just destroyed so many lives, and it's sad because none of us wants pain, right? But at the same time, there's so many of these things, and you hear, certain new types, like there's one that starts with F, and we probably shouldn't mention the name of it, but it's devastating communities, in Philadelphia and, places.
How they get them hooked on it is they buy weed and they mix it in with the weed.
You got it.
They do, and they get people addicted on it.
It's tragic.
Or they get so sick that they have to go to the hospital, and some of them die.
Yeah. Shocking. Yeah, absolutely shocking.
I just think it was really nice that he was obviously. It's such a shame because he's obviously in the last probably 12 months got himself feeling good. He's been playing sports. He's been doing all sorts of things. He's been looking after himself, and he's been helping others. And then it just takes. I don't know. It'll come out in the autopsy. I would dare say he's been in his little thing again, listening to his headphones. And he's just had a heart. He drowned, but why? Like why? So either A, he was standing up. Well, he was either standing up to get out or get in, and maybe bopped his head. But then they'd know because he'd have injury, so they didn't say that. So I'd
Sad
say,
thing, yeah.
I mean, he wasn't well. I mean,
No.
his body had taken a beating, so there's every
Yep.
possibility he had a small stroke or a
Yep.
heart attack
Yep.
while he was in the thing, and that's why he drowned. But
Yeah.
it just sucks. But never
Yeah.
mind.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just checking what I'm missing here.
Yeah.
Someone asked what happened to Julian Sands. He went hiking in the Californian, up on the hiking
Mhm.
trail in California, and he went missing. And I
Yep.
can't remember how long it took him to find him, about 3 weeks, maybe a month. It took him a while
Yeah.
to find him. They found parts, I believe, not
Mhm.
the whole, which indicates obviously he was dinner for a few people after. But
Yep.
his autopsy came out today, actually. A friend of mine had it on his channel. If you want to see it, Dearly Departed is a
Yep.
channel with a friend of mine, and he got the autopsy report. But I think the fact is that he's probably been attacked. He's either slipped and fell, and that's
Yeah.
how he's demised, or he's been attacked, which is, he was by himself, so every possibility a wild animal attacked him. Again,
Yeah.
these are the
Yep.
risks you take. You know
Yep.
what's around,
Yep.
so it's all
That's
still
right.
sad.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Sarah, the autopsy reports say inconclusive, which is leading me to that they'll wait for the this is for Matthew. They'll wait for, because toxicology takes ages. That's not out. They're saying there's no sign of illicit drugs, but there were, and then they're going, oh, but there was prescription drugs. Of course, there were prescription drugs. He had heart issues. He was not a well man. His body had taken it. So, of course, there were. So they better not try and make that than what it is. But anyway, I'm sad. He should still be here. He was younger than me.
Yeah. Sad, isn't it? It's just, yeah. Yeah.
But there you go. No, he didn't unalive, Kibba. He didn't do that. He's apparently that morning he'd been playing something called pickleball or pickleball.
Yeah, that's right. Pickleball. Yeah, I've never heard of it. Yeah.
And he had some other things on the cooker. So no, he was in his jacuzzi, and that's where they found him. So as I say, my gut feeling is stroke or heart attack. And
I think so. Yeah.
That's what I think. And because he's had to be revived a few other times, but that was due to drugs. But this time, not so much. But poor Matthew, bastard life.
Yeah.
And yet serial killers can live.
I know.
G was saying there was a bad murder in Bendigo.
Yikes.
Well, that'll be probably domestic violence thing. No, well, I'm glad they got him. Yeah.
Far out. Yeah.
It's so scary. I think it's dehydration, alcohol. What, Matthew Perry? No, he's been sober for quite a while at the moment. He's not been drinking for a while, so I don't think it's that either. And that that they would have known straight away. That they could have told you in the autopsy. Blood, that's easy to get an alcohol reading. So yeah, I don't think it's that. But anyway, that was sad. But other than that, I think everything's sort of okay in the world at the moment.
Yep. Yeah. Dee said, "How's Colin, Betty?"
Oh, I typed it out. He's doing good.
Yeah.
He's over there asleep. He woke me up 5. So no, I got up before him this morning.
Yeah.
He's doing
Cool.
good. Good.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said, Princess Scary. And as I say, if it was alcohol, though, that would not have. They'll still do a toxicology, but that's something that you can get quickly. I know when my son was killed, that they did that on him. They did a toxicology, but they certainly ruled out drink driving straight away.
Yeah.
So he certainly wasn't drunk. Matthew Perry didn't have alcohol in his system. So at least that's one good thing. Okay. So Steve says it was a domestic. Well, that's horrible too. But,
that's Australia's big crisis, domestic stuff. I mean, don't want to put a downer on the whole chat, but it just seems like, that's such a common thing in Australia is alcohol abuse and then domestic stuff as well.
I
I
think
don't
it's
know.
worldwide, Drew.
Yep, probably.
It's
Yeah,
worldwide.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Which is
yeah,
what's your Grumpy Bear's written? My question.
yeah.
My
And
question
actor
about
like,
I'm not quite sure. You might want to word that
do you mean
differently.
maybe
Are you
Grumpy Bear means like, why would he do like a hike or something, Julian Sands? I don't know. Yeah,
what he did.
maybe.
He loved hiking. Yeah, that was one of his
Oh,
hobbies.
there you go. Yeah, yeah.
That was one of his hobbies. This
Yeah.
time, unfortunately, there you go.
Yeah.
Grumpy Bear. Oh my God, Dee, so close to us.
Yeah.
Grumpy Bear's in Melbourne, but yeah,
Yep.
it helped. I used to date a detective, and you would be amazed what happens in your street that you don't ever
Yep.
know about.
You're right.
The only time you hear stuff like this is when the police have, like the press have been called, or somebody
Yep.
calls the press. So someone
Yes.
picks up the phone and calls Channel 9 or whatever.
That's
and says,
right.
"Ooh, look at that," and
Yep.
boom, over they come.
That's
And they
right.
also have other people that listen. But yeah, the detective I dated,
And
I said,
scanners
"Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah." I said, "My area is really quite good though, where I live." And he laughed at me and he said, "Uh-huh." And I went, "Oh
Yeah.
no." And he said, "Yeah, no, it's not." He said, "It's just that you don't see it." And he
That's
was
right.
right.
Yeah.
And he started
Yeah.
telling me what was going on, and I'm like, "Oh my God." So I moved.
Yeah. That's so true. Do you know, you're so right. Like a friend of mine is a detective and he said the same thing, Karen. Like he said that, what we think of as being all la-di-da and all rose gardens, behind closed doors, there's some really he drove along with me one night and he's like, that house there, that had, this crime happen, and this house down the road. He's like, yeah, that person there, that car was stolen only 2 months ago or something. And I'm just like, how do you remember all this? And he's just like a walking database of streets.
I like a man
oh,
in a uniform. Although detectives don't wear uniforms, they wear suits. But
yeah,
still,
yeah,
a man in a suit
definitely.
is lovely to look at too. Isn't that
Yeah,
right, Betty?
definitely.
Oh, jeez. Oh, hello, unidentified. Hello.
G'day.
I didn't spot you in there. I was too busy.
Awesome.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, what else have we got to talk about? Or should I just say good night and go to bed? So I told everyone what I'm doing. Drew, what are you doing over the next few weeks? Now, Drew is really lucky. Drew has got, how many subscribers do you have, Drew? You've got
1,090, I think now. Yeah, something like that.
But what Drew doesn't do, he releases plenty of good stuff, but it's not long enough to get him his watch hours.
That's right.
I think you need to do a few more longer videos.
Probably. Yeah, I think so.
Because
I've got a couple of ideas in mind, but but I don't know if they're really that exciting. But I'm going to try them out and see how I go. One is to make a
resort to pole dancing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Drew used to be a dancer. Wink, wink.
I used to, yes. Yep. Karen's probably gone through my Facebook and found those photos and stuff, and Betty's seen them on Instagram. Used to be good, but now, gosh, I'd almost have a heart attack just getting up on the pole.
Drew don't realize how cute he is, especially I told him like his hair up.
Yeah.
Oh,
I used to.
I know.
That's
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes I don't think you could go dance on that pole.
Yeah. Thanks, lovely.
That's what I feel my child. I know y'all.
I've got a good idea for them, Betty. Drew can make it. Drew can make the episode, but Drew teaches Heather how to pole dance.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be a cool one.
They would do it too.
We would.
Because he'll do it.
That's so true.
They'll do it, Karen. Don't start
I
it,
can-
man. Don't start it. I'm gonna tell Werner. I'm telling Werner.
That's right.
Werner ain't as bad as they are.
That's right. Poor Werner Werner will just come along and be like, "Oh, I don't know what you guys are doing, but you go for it, whatever."
And she'll come to door with a daggone dress. You better put some shorts underneath. He's so
Well,
cute. He is.
Yeah.
You could watch one of those Troy Sivan videos and
Yes.
teach one of those dances.
I could. Yes.
Yes,
You know, I used to know.
I've heard of trying those, but I've not heard of trying. I was going to try that just because I wanted to go and do the moves, and I thought, oh my god, I couldn't. I could have done it years ago.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, the one that I learned really, really well and I used to know perfectly was Madonna's Vogue, right? And I've done a few times where I've just broken out, into dance at Intrepid's wedding. I did a dance for Intrepid's for the Vogue song, and it turned out pretty well. And everyone was like looking around, they're like, whoa, this guy must have had some professional dance training. I'm like, I did, but I'm a bit rusty now. And then at the end of it, I tell you, I was like,
I did.
so.
Oh, well, there. Even if you and Heather do that, I mean, you can't do it to Vogue. You'd have to.
Yeah.
Well, I don't.
Yeah.
It's just silly, but you could do it to any other song.
Yeah, that's right. What we could do is probably do it as an unlisted video or something, but I don't know.
Hours up
I know. That's it. Yeah, that's right.
Don't. That's for fans only.
Yeah, Kibber, it is.
It's supposed to be.
It's great. Yeah, it's very good. I have a friend who's Mr. Pole Dance Queensland this year and last year. Yeah, he did very well. Yeah, Kane.
Happy Halloween, Rican. Go to work now.
Yeah.
Hurry up now.
Have a safe and positive shift, Rican. Yeah.
Grumpy says, Kibber, I saw him topless. Jury is out.
The jury is definitely out.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it was a brief 10 minutes of like,
But
you know what, Drew? I think there are pole dancing studios. I think you should take Heather along to one.
Yeah.
And tape the whole, like just on you guys, tape the whole experience of learning how to pole dance.
It would be fun. Yeah, true. Yeah, we should do it. Yeah.
It would be fun to watch. And I have seen.
On this one,
I have that done before on someone else's YouTube channel about 2 years ago, and it was just two young boys who are very big YouTubers, but they went along and they did that, and it was hilarious.
Yeah,
it was so I think that's something to think about.
Yeah,
because,
I think you're right.
You'd have to ask whoever it is giving you the lesson to not play music, though. You'd have to just do the move.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I know. Or have some generic
generic music,
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Oh, Grumpy Bear hates Madonna. Oh.
I used to love Madonna when she was younger, and I was very...
like a virgin.
Yeah,
that's it. Touched for the very first time.
With the religious statue. God, what was that?
Yeah.
And you know what, though?
Express
Madonna,
yourself, maybe?
Yeah, Madonna with all of her weirdness.
With the it was religious based and people
like a prayer or like a prayer. Yeah. That's it. Mystery. Yeah.
Oh, I do remember. Actually, Betty, do you remember when that film clip came out? Everybody's racist bones showed. I can tell you now because she had that beautiful black man as she was at his feet. And I thought, that's really beautiful. And then I hear all this. I'm like, you bastards.
Yeah. Do you know one of her music videos? I don't know if it's still the case, but it was up until about, I think, the early 2000s. It was banned in over 15 countries, and it's called Justify My Love. So if you look up Madonna, yep, and it's a beautiful song, but it was well before its time. Like she broke the ground.
Yeah,
She broke the ground that made like paved a way. But it was so controversial that even MTV, I think, only like had to get permission in certain countries to actually run the song once a year.
Yeah.
But let me tell you.
Yeah, go.
Oh, you're gonna say something, Karen?
No, go.
Oh,
Go.
okay. We still had black and white TVs. Okay, we ain't had no color TV. Okay, I was a little girl. I had to be, but I had to be about 12, 13. This from England.
Yep.
Boy George, do you
Yeah.
really want to hurt? Girl, I was like, who, where they come? Girl, we was so, and my mom and I'm like, girl, I like them. They were better than the Beatles. Do you?
Yeah,
really
Boy George was amazing. Yeah.
I remember when I first saw Boy George, and I thought, I kind of thought, oh, is that a girl? Why does she call herself Boy George? And then I realized it was a boy, and I'm like, oh,
yeah.
I didn't know. And I'm like, oh, cool.
I always like that growing up, though. I like new things, and that can be a great thing in my life because I can change with the wind. Some people, like my husband, very organized, whatever, but when there's change, it kind of knocks them. Me, girl, I keep pedaling on. It's like,
you're like me, Betty. Yeah, it's like let's just go with it. Yeah.
And Karen, before but Drew, he has his channel, and I think that you probably do love it, but I think you really need to think, what do I really love to do? It's like, even people should look around their homes. Like, I love cleansers, moisturizers. I love it. So I'm gonna dwell on that a lot more. And dwell on the stuff that you love.
Yeah.
It could be
You're right.
Room. You have the personality, you have the gift of gab. So
yeah, that's it. Yeah, you're right.
And spider hair.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, my hair used to be so much different. Like, but
you don't want to do jogging?
Oh, I might bring something back. Might do something with my hair. Yeah, do something.
Your hair is lovely.
Yeah, a bit. I don't know. Yeah, I have to keep recoloring it now.
Are you going grey?
Yeah, I'm going grey.
Oh, yeah, keep colouring it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. It like you can't see it now because it's only last week that I coloured it. But if I didn't colour it, it would be sort of like a browny grey layer underneath it. Like, it's weird. I don't know, the sides especially, not the top. The top stays dark, but the sides of my hair, and I think that's probably my ancestry, Spanish background, whatever it is in the genes.
Oh no, all la la's French, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like you'd say guapo for cute guy. Guapo. Yeah, guapo.
I always say, how with the racial issue come up, I always say we all should take a DNA test. And I want to say, what do y'all think y'all got that kink in your curl from?
Yeah.
Just
Betty, I did an Ancestry.com DNA because I so wanted.
Where you think you got that curly hair from?
I so wanted to have, when I did the Ancestry.com, I so wanted to have some Aboriginal in me. Because I love the Aboriginal people, and I'm like, I hope I've got a little bit. I hope somewhere back in the day, one of my grandpas or one of my grandmas or whatever. Darn it, I'm as white as they come. I'm Scottish, Irish, Nordic.
I definitely got white in me. My family was mulattoes. That's when you mix. They used to use that word instead of biracial. But if
Yep.
you see my hair underneath here, it's straight. I mean, I don't have to do
Yeah.
anything to
Yeah.
it. I mean,
Yep.
it's there, you know. But I
Yeah.
always tell people, where you think you got that kink?
Yeah,
I
that's
remember
it. Exactly. Yep.
Gay. Gay was white, but her hair kinkier than mine would ever be. Where
Right.
you
Yeah.
got that hair from, girl?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Exactly.
Hey,
Exactly.
Just saying, people. Take that
Grumpy
DNA
Bear.
test.
Yeah, DNA tests are good, except it wasn't good for me because I'm too white.
Yeah.
I don't I want a bit of everything.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
I know for Heather and Werner, they have very Germanic roots. Heather and Werner, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, German, yeah. Gee,
Very much. Yeah.
when
I
I
drink
was,
a big cup of coffee.
yeah,
It's empty. I'm not gonna make another one because I'll get jittery.
yeah, well, especially if it's got bourbon in it. Gee,
know.
when I was younger, in my 20s, I travelled around Australia with a band. I was technically a roadie, only because I was traveling. Yeah, once upon a time, I had a whole other life. But I took tickets one night for Pseudo Echo's concert. I had to sit out the front and make sure everyone had their tickets for the Pseudo Echo concert.
Yeah.
And then I went out. The girls were asking to meet the boys, and I'm like, ugh. So I walked out the back and I said, "A whole heap of girls out the front who want to come in. Do you want me to tell them that you're busy, or do you want to see them?" Oh, we always let the fans in, they said. So the girls went in, and then we were staying in the same hotel. So the boy who was the drummer, the original drummer, had a bad back, which a lot of drummers do. And I was a massage therapist as well. So I remember being in the hotel room and giving him back a massage, and all the boys coming in and out, talking. I said, "It's not that. I am not a groupie. This is a massage."
That'd be fun. That would have been so much fun traveling like that. Yeah.
Boy George is dead. Who said Boy George is dead?
No, he hasn't died.
Is he dead?
Yeah, no, he hasn't died, I don't think. I love his song. What's it called? Come, chameleon. Yeah.
I know all his songs. I know more than the Beatles.
I love it.
Do you know, Betty, have you seen the movie The Wedding Singer with Adam Sandler, where he's got there's a scene in that because it's set in the 80s, and they're a wedding singer band, and one of the boys in it does Boy
Take care,
George.
Gene.
Oh, was Gene going?
Yep, Gene's got to head off. Yeah.
Brian Mannix. Yeah, he was a nice boy. He was only a boy. He was only about 19 when I met him.
Cool. Yeah. That's awesome. A friend of mine is cousins to Shirley Strawn.
Shell the Curl.
Yep, that's right, Shell the Curl. Yep, and he's also in theatre and dramatic arts as well. His cousin that I know, but yeah.
There was a Australian band, Betty, called the Skyhooks, and Shirley Strawn was the lead singer, and later on he went on to be on television here and did like a renovation thing, like he was a carpenter. So he showed how to make things, and then one day he was out in a helicopter. It was a helicopter.
Yeah,
yes, it was.
I think so.
It was, and the helicopter crashed, and he died, and I cried. I was devastated. I had a huge crash.
I think that was that happened at now there's a mountain in Victoria that's always been known for bad crashes, and I think it was at that mountain where that happened. Yeah. It's had a few plane crashes.
It was either that or up in Queensland. I can't remember now, but I remember being devastated. It was losing someone because he was my age, like he was. Oh well, actually, hang on, what was he? Oh, he might have been a little bit older than me. Yes, I remember Marilyn, George's friend. Yeah, he stepped out on his own accord from the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there was the other one who died as well, who sang "You Turn Me Right Round, Baby,
Round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right, round, round. Yeah,
Oh, gee.
I know
We
that
don't
from too many pride marches and stuff.
we don't get done for copyright for that, do we?
No, I don't think. No,
No,
not singing along out of tune like I do.
yeah, they usually do. And to be honest, I'm not Boy George. To be honest, I'm into George Michael. Now, allegedly, you must have didn't hear about years ago about George Michael. Allegedly,
Yeah,
bathroom in the park.
that's right, Betty. He did. He was hanging around and sussing out who was coming and going from the
He
from the
wasn't in the
toilets.
female bathroom.
Yeah.
Allegedly, he was in the males.
Yeah, that's right. He was just chilling, just
Allegedly, she gonna get cut off. Allegedly, y'all. Heard
Yeah. It's a very common thing actually in Australia
Go to the
for people to
toilets.
hang out like that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's allegedly too.
Yep. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Talking about people need to stop.
Yeah,
not
that's
the
right.
Toilets. Gross.
Yeah.
Toilets bad enough
me
when you have to
mad.
use them on the roadside, let alone
Yep,
going there.
that's right. I know. It's like, ugh.
Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
Say allegedly a president, but thank you, Mr. President. No, happy birthday, Mr. President.
That's right. Happy birthday to you.
Lining it up. John
Yep.
F. Kennedy was woo. John F. Kennedy, man. He was
Do you
a
know?
man. He was
Have you
a
ever
man.
heard of Amanda Lepore?
No.
No. Oh, Amanda Lepore. My friends and I, we did a thing for another friend, and for her birthday, we got Amanda Lepore to sing "Happy Birthday" to her, and she's like, "Happy birthday, Eva! Happy birthday, Eva!" It's just beautiful. I have to try and figure out if I can share it without copyright. But Amanda's like a big drag star and everything, and like trans activist and everything. It's so cool. She's so cool. Yeah.
I am going to have to go. I got to take the dog out. So
Look, to be honest, it's 11 p.m.
the wagons, and I got to be at somebody's live at not on their thing, but at 9
Yeah.
You look beautiful anyway. You always look beautiful.
It's been so much. I'm so up, and you enjoy America.
Yeah.
If they let you in.
Yeah, I hope you don't have trouble, Karen.
Oh, I'd be so grumpy.
Oh,
I would be a grumpy Karen, Grumpy Bear.
yeah. I'll tell you.
Driving out the airport.
No. Yeah. I couldn't believe it. Like, just the whole thing was just so frightening. Like, we felt like we thought Heather, what's Heather done? Like, has she tried to, it was like, what's Heather done? Yeah, I was like,
we're gonna go on another conversation, and I'm gonna still be here and have a puddle to clean up. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Take care, Betty. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Woo. Oh, cool. Oh, who have we got?
We've got Jean, we've got Stephanie and Sarah.
Betty.
And we've got, Betty Hanks. Hello, Betty.
Yeah.
Did I say
Grumpy
Jean?
Sarah?
Antoine.
Princess.
Yeah, I say Antoine, but
cool.
it's probably I say Antoine.
Antoine. Yeah, Antoine. Yeah.
I'm not sure if Sarah's still here. I hope that the rain doesn't hit too hard where you are, guys. Stormy day in here too. Yeah, it's getting here. And I've been on for almost 3 hours, which is
You've done well. You've done well, Karen. It's a hard one to.
Yeah, I've even got like little eyebrows all drawn on, white stuff.
Oh,
that
you look
makes my face
fabulous.
nice.
You look fabulous.
Yeah. I wanted to try and dress up like either Witchy Poo from HR Puff and Stuff,
Look great. Yeah.
or Samantha from Bewitched, but Samantha was too pretty.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I was probably
Kerry's here
gonna
as well.
Yeah. Oh,
Hi,
hey, Kerry.
Kerry. Yeah.
God. So yeah, so I was really going to try and do Witchy Poo. Maybe next
You
year I'll
look
be
great.
Witchy Poo.
Yeah.
But,
No, I love it. I love it. You've done a great job. Yeah.
I've even got my witch there,
Yeah.
my little
And your
Beardo
little.
dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Going to America, isn't he? Yeah. Cool.
No, Beardo's not coming to America. I don't
Oh,
want to
okay.
lose him.
Yeah.
He'll
No,
stay
fair
here.
enough.
But
Yeah.
he came all. Sarah will definitely recognise. That's
Oh,
my little Beardo
cute.
doll. See, that's a little Hawaiian dress, a Hawaiian shirt. His beard, of course, because his name's Beardo. His wife, Beardo's got his own channel. Beardo Gets
Yeah.
Scared, and
Cute.
his wife made this, and they posted
Oh,
it to.
wow. That's
So
awesome. Oh,
it's my treasure. So
yeah.
yeah, so it goes
So
up
cute.
the back there with hang on, I'm going backwards. Everything's gone off now. I've been talking too long. There's a crow mask there for the crow, and there's a
Yeah.
shape mask, and I made that. That's a side-eye guy. I made
That's
that.
so cool. Awesome.
And now I've got Beardo. I need a
Yeah,
Drew doll
wicked.
now. I suppose I can just get a Ken doll and make its hair dark and call it a Drew doll and stick it on a pole.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
Yes, little Beardo.
That'll be fun.
Sarah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
but
Oh,
so
cool.
there you
Grumpy Bear 2's on. Grumpy's like, Karen, leave me out, Lamau.
Oh, so
yeah,
so
I love Beardo.
I'm looking forward to my trip.
Yeah.
I so desperately want to keep. I'll see how I go. I mean, I'm an early. I go to bed early, so even if I go to bed early in America, I can still make up something, work on a little bit of my content, because I'm there for a month. I mean, I'm not going to be doing something. Oh well, actually, I might be doing something every day, but I do plan to just go to Mackie Mansion and feed the chickens.
Yeah. Are you bringing the laptop with you, like your computer, or? Yeah, good.
Well,
that's the one.
I'm on my computer now, my PC, but I've got a laptop, so I'll take that.
Cool. Yeah.
I'll take that.
Another thing you can use that at least I use it, up to you, but Adobe Rush, and I'm not sponsored by Adobe Rush, but Adobe Rush makes editing of full videos really easy to do on your phone, sorry. So when you're out, you can just chuck your content in, you can do your transitions, like the one that I made on the Heartland Covered Bridge, that video, in New Brunswick in Canada, that video I edited exclusively on Adobe Rush and then uploaded it from the phone, and it worked. So I don't know, just an idea.
Because I have an Adobe subscription, I'm assuming it's something extra I have to pay for.
No, you'll get this included. Yeah, it's all included. You can also sync it to the cloud, I think, from Adobe Rush. So yeah.
The Side-Eye guy's got up to 6,000 subs.
Woo,
How does
well
he
done.
do it?
Yeah, well done. It's hard. I tell you what, like I generally try and put something decent up every couple of days, right? But it's hard sometimes. You sit there and you go, I don't know what people want to see next, you know?
I've just personally gone with like when I started, it was all about. Well, I didn't really know what it was all about. I just would go to places, film it, and then put a little video to say this is where I went. Then I went to a few graveyards, and I really loved some of the stones. So I would take pictures of the stone or video of the stones, but I would research that person whose name was on the stone, and then put their story in my. So it'd be me in the cemetery, and then I'd show a stone, and and then I'd say, this is so-and-so, and this is his story, and I'd put a little video. I go, and then, I just evolved to a point where I love coming on and talking to everybody. Because I just love everybody. So I love to talk and time, and I've made such great friends like yourself, Drew.
Absolutely.
And and then, now my passion is just sort of trying to figure out why people go to haunted locations and make up bullshit stories.
Yep, exactly.
Or could I say also people who go to haunted locations and don't research. And also, so I don't debunk, I just put the truth out about a particular location. And then
that's right.
If anybody watches my stuff, then at least in the future, if they're watching a story on the Sally House or Waverley, or if they happen to have watched episodes on the history of those places, then they'll know, that's not true. And then that could be an indicator as to whether the people that they are watching are truthful in their content. Because a good paranormal investigator will do their very, very best to get to research and get to the bottom of the location.
You've got it.
Because otherwise you can't just walk in and believe the owner. You can't.
No way. And like you say, there are so many vested interests often in these properties, right? They're not, they're not owned by genuine. Like, I'm not saying they're not owned by genuine people, but genuinely, truthful sometimes, like, and there's money to be made, there's money like
like if
you say there weren't haunted house, and straight away that house adds $50 charge just to enter through the door, and you think, well, really, is it or not?
And there's tons of people that do that sort of thing, and look, I don't know, but that's where my passion has sort of led me, and talking to other creators and asking them where their passions come from and why they do what they do.
And totally.
And then through that too, I've learned a fair bit about different people, because when I do my haunting questions, for example, that's edited way down. Like, that's concise. I've talked to like Crow. I've talked to for like Crow. I talked to for 3 hours straight, half the time on the phone anyway. But I've talked to these people a lot, so I ask them questions, but then we'll go off into another conversation that isn't part of my 5 questions, and I learn a lot about them, and I kind of gauge whether or not they're trustworthy anyway, because some content, content creators aren't.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, yep. Look, and without naming anyone, I know a couple that that embellish things a bit, and and it's like, no one close to me, but I do know, there's one of my friends out there in YouTube world that has admitted to me, look, we kind of added that story in, we kind of made that a bit more dramatic, and I go, I get it, like, for your entertainment, for your subscribing wise, but at the end of the day, is that a great way to market things? I don't know.
No,
it's not.
You're like me. I'd much rather, if I go to a place and nothing happens, like, for example, spoiler alert, guys. Unless my friends have found something.
Thanks, Stormy.
Who did I miss?
Oh, just Stormy Day said, keep doing what you're doing, Drew. Yeah. Thanks, mate. Yeah.
What you do is good. I like it.
Thank you. I
still think pole dancing lessons with
it would be cool. It would be like really unique. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it would be. But it's just that I kind of think you're going to embellish the truth. Just for well, that's why you're doing it. It's as simple as that. There's a lot of YouTubers out there that are doing well. They've got a lot of subscribers. People say, "Oh, I love watching them, and they're fun." Yes, you love watching them because they're fun and whatever, but the content is exaggerated.
Yeah, that's
or
right.
Not the locality properly. So if you're watching it thinking that they're above board, if they've got lots of viewers and they're very, very well produced, like Mick, whatever. They need to keep that up. They need to pay for that production. They need to pay the people at their videos. So if they don't have anything exciting happen for you, a demon doesn't scratch them or whatever, they're not going to maintain it, because that's what people want to see. They want to see the demon. They want to see evil.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So Grumpy Bear said, "Drew, you're a pom." No, I'm not a pom.
No, they all talk like that, Grumpy Bear, in South Australia.
Yeah, South Australia. Yeah, that's it. No, when you hear me narrate stuff, I have more of an Eastern States accent, but it depends. But yeah. And then Kibber said, sometimes the owners are only guilty of not researching. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And, like you say, it's better to have a genuine story, but often the genuine stories, I suppose, can be boring rather than, oh, there's a real haunted, poltergeist or whatever it is in the building, and people go, oh, would I want to watch, an hour-long investigation when not much happens? Well, I can tell you, Heather and I, probably 8 out of 10 places that we've ever explored and investigated have been dead as doormats, right? It's just how it is. Like, now, whether or not that's, and we would rather, put the truth out that this place, we didn't get anything. It doesn't mean someone else doesn't, but we didn't get anything. But yeah, like Kibber says there, people sometimes just go along with the easiest story. Yeah, the easiest story. Yeah.
Well,
Hoppers Crossing, D. Point Cook.
Hoppers Crossing.
Yeah. Love the old Hoppers. It was good fun. Yeah.
No, Grumpy Bear, in South Australia, it was predominantly Germans and English. It's just the accent.
Yeah.
Australians do have accents. So you just got a slight different accent to most Aussies when you come from.
But it's funny because a lot of South Australians, a lot of them say things like plant and school, and I'll be like, plant, school, I don't know. I don't see the point of this aunt and R thing that happens over here, but yeah. So,
I was going to do a spoiler thing. Look at me. I'm getting tired now, so I'm playing with things. When I went to Bobby Mackey's, I had been told all the stories, whatever. Save your money, folks.
Yep.
It's just a rundown. Really needs to be demolished.
Old saloon. That's right.
No, it's not even a saloon. It's just an old. It's not a saloon. It's a what was it? Kind of like a back in the day. It would have been like a hotel is for us, Drew. You walk into the pub, the hotel, the restaurant, and all that. Kind of like that.
Yeah.
And it's just run down. It's just not well kept. It's not dirty. But it was supposed to be haunted. Nothing. And as I say, unless Jason and Cassie did catch something, I listened to everything I had. I wasn't scared there one bit. Then I researched the place. Yeah, researched the place, and half the crap you hear isn't even real. Like,
I know.
True. So
I'm always very skeptical, like myself. Like I've been in similar situations. I got told that this place was haunted. This place was, even in the States, and I was just like, I'm not personally, I'm not feeling anything, but all I can say in my life that I've seen, and it was last Halloween that I put this up, but I saw it many years ago before that, was when I was visiting Melbourne, and I saw a humanoid-like creature on the side of the road. That's the only thing in my life that I can say was definitely, in my view, something out of the other world, right? The other side. But like you, a lot of the times in buildings, in structures, in places that people say are, supposedly got all these stories, got all this history, like Bobby Mackey's, like, places that I've seen in America, I won't name names because that, might upset some people. But, some of those places I've just gone, I could sleep here tonight quite comfortably.
I could put my head down. I could actually sleep at Waverley. If I had,
Yeah.
if someone said you're allowed to stay overnight, you're allowed to sleep here until the sun comes, because you're not. You're out by 4 a.m. But if someone said, "Oh, look, you can sleep here," I'd go, "Yeah, okay. Give me a pillow and whatever." I didn't find the place scary whatsoever. I found it extremely interesting, and now that I caught the singing ghost in the death chute, now that I caught someone singing, well, obviously something's going on there. But it wasn't scary. Like it wasn't. It was more a building where it had such great history, and it was never a horrible.
Right?
Yeah, it was intriguing. It was a well-built building, which unfortunately had been let to go. Like if they had have maintained the building, because it was built well back in the day. But Bobby Mackey's, I'd give a miss. I'm still. That's why I did one of the episodes I did was on Pearl, the murder of Pearl Bryan.
Yes,
she's somebody whose head was supposed to have been thrown down the portal of hell. Well, it never was.
No.
It was never a, what do you call it, a slaughterhouse. It was a drinking house, and so the building that's at the bottom of it's really old. That was the old drinking house. They've built on top of it. The well is a drain that's about as big as one of our drains on the side of the road. Drew, not about that. And but what they've done is they've dug out the concrete or the floor to find the drain, and that's why when you take a photo of it, you think it's a big well, but it's not. It's just just a drain. It would have been used back in the day when it was a pub, and they would have just that would have been where all the beer and crack went. But,
for me, I think my scariest experience in recent times would have been when Werner and I went out with Dan Bell, right? And we went to the Devil's Well, he calls it, for his documentary. But there was a true crime that occurred there, right? And it was an unaliving of a poor fella. He was, taken out to Baltimore's Leakin Park, which is, I felt, an eerie place, but then again, it might have just been because it was nighttime, right? And there's crickets, and
you went to Leakin Park at night.
Yeah, Leakin Park. Yeah, Leakin Park. Yeah, and we walked to where this well is, right? And this well was where this poor fella was unalived, put down the well. Now, for me, knowing that I was standing in a place that 10 years ago or so had a real crime happen, that to me felt more scary than anything paranormal, right? But I totally get you that, sometimes I think our atmosphere, just our general atmosphere, like if I turn off the light right now in my room, and if I wasn't speaking to you and if it was just dead quiet, and I hear a scratch on the roof, right? Perhaps it's just a possum. But to my mind, and to, if you think about it, our early settlers, our, colonists and all that, when they came to the so-called New World, in their minds, every noise must have felt like it was something spiritual or weird, but it was more that it was just the unknown. We didn't know that there was possums in Australia in certain areas or whatever until they were discovered.
And they sound like little devils when they make their noise.
Yeah.
No, Stephanie. No,
yeah, take care, Stephanie. Thanks very much for chatting. Yeah, it's nice to talk. Yeah, so, yeah, that's right. Yeah, the crime in places like Baltimore is scarier and certain other parts of the world. But, even then, from a spiritual perspective, I all I could say is I felt a sadness, about this poor chap and what had happened. But I never felt scared or like I wanted to make it more of a hullabaloo than the facts of the case, Yeah. Right.
You're respectful.
Yeah. I just think, there are, what's the old word? I think it says the living are more scarier than the dead. And and what has happened in reality versus what's often embellished, like you say, with ghost stories, with supposed hauntings, it's more like, it's what's that thing, you used to play it at school and it was like Chinese whispers, and as the story gets passed along, you know,
Yeah, we call it Chinese whispers. In America, they call it telephone.
yes,
Telephone.
yeah, yep, that's right.
Yeah,
And
but
and it's like, if you think about it, down in history, when you have oral stories mostly, you know, Johnny and Johnny and Mary, fell off the balcony, and Johnny, split his head open, and Mary, heard screams every night, and then the next, year or two, you hear, oh, Johnny's, he was actually out at the pub, and then he came back and he fell off his horse, and he, hurt his head or whatever, It's kind of
or
like,
next thing, it's not even Johnny, it's Mary. So
yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly. And
yeah,
so I think in a way, humans have always been storytellers, right? If you think about it, all the way back to our cavemen and women days, right? And perhaps in that sense, we have to have a story that makes things intriguing because we're just naturally curious as humans, I suppose. But yeah.
I know, but it's still. I think it's kind of getting to a point now where, especially in the YouTube world, we've got people that are debunking. So people that are grabbing these videos and saying, "Well, that's not real. That's not true," and this is why. So that's a good thing. Because for people that are grieving, people that are looking for answers, it's that reason. It's important that they know what's real and what's not.
Yes.
But then you have other people that are putting content out, which is clearly, well, not all fabricated. Like, I'm not even saying like people like Sam and Colby are all fake.
No.
I'm sure in the places they go to and the equipment they've got and all that sort of thing, I'm sure they have found genuine things.
Yes. Yeah,
but
I
it's
think
production. So. The minute they get that big and they've got that production and they've got to pay editors, they obviously don't edit their own things.
No.
They pay people to do that. They've got a production assistant. They've got this. The minute they get that big, in order to maintain it, something's got to happen every episode.
Yeah, that's right.
So
that's right.
They fabricate. They make more of what is there, or they'll say a bang is something paranormal when indeed it's probably not. But why not? They've got it on film. No one knows. We'll just say it was, because that'll get us the views. Which
correct.
And I can watch them. Because I know that it's probably 99% fabricated. I'll give it a break. I'll say 90. I'll say 90.
That's right. Yeah, you're right. It's a bit like these supposed reality shows, like Survivor and Married at First Sight and all this. It's all often scripted or embellished, right? Which is a lie. Let's just call it what it is. And so you get this, this hullabaloo. Johnny's getting kicked off this week, but then it becomes, Mary backstabbed Johnny or whatever it is. And, it's kind of the same. Like, in a way, I think often it's hard to do sometimes, but often you have to take some of those stories as, a pinch of salt. You just go, look, I need to see this for myself, or I need to actually get a number, like you say, like you do, Karen. You've always been a thorough researcher, right? And same with Heather. And a lot of other people that I know, they'll get into their research, right? But a lot of people out there, it is just for the entertainment, the spook factor, which is,
Like there's a few people that it's clearly they don't research, so that's okay. That just means that they're not necessarily trying to get at the truth. They're for they're lazy, so they're not researching, going along with the narrative they've been told.
Correct.
And from that
what
narrative,
said,
what story can they create? Oh, well, okay, well, that's clearly a demon, because the owner's told there's a demon here. When indeed it might have just been a possum in the roof. Like, who knows?
That's right. Exactly.
And possums, for anyone that's not from Australia, possums make like the noise of a devil, don't they? It's a horrible noise.
They're terrifying. They're like,
I can't even do it. It's a terrible noise. If you hear it outside the window at night, you go, until you know what.
Same with the koalas, Karen. You ever heard a koala at night?
No, what do they sound
Koalas are
like?
like this. This is I'll try and do it right. Koalas sound like someone's choking or something outside.
Oh
Horrible.
no. Yeah, so I don't know.
Uh,
Yeah, like I think I know what got us onto this subject, but I think like with
Yeah.
your content, you've got personality. You're funny. You're good at
Thank
what you
you.
do. So just let
Thanks.
it
Yeah.
evolve and
Yep.
go
That's
with,
right.
like Betty said,
Yep.
go with something that's your passion. So if your passion
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
what is
Yeah.
already on your channel, then just think about, and you already have, but like you said, the
Yeah.
internet's been a bastard.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
But you know, just go with that and pole dancing
Yeah.
with Heather.
That's it. Yeah. Exactly. I reckon that'd be fun. Yeah. Oh.
But your
Yeah.
possums are different. Your possums are very, very different to ours, Kipper.
Yeah.
Yours are called
Yeah.
opossum, and they're super cute. I think they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
And they
they're
eat
very
ticks.
different.
Yeah.
Yes, and they're
The
very
American.
different to our possums.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you know that the average American possum only lives about 2 years because they can actually die of fright, the poor things. Yeah. They don't live very long.
I know I've heard playing possum,
Yeah.
which is when the
Yeah.
possums look like they're dead.
Yep.
And I've seen them do that. I've seen the opossums do that, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my
Yeah.
goodness, that's horrible. Like you would think they're
Yeah.
dead, but
Yeah.
our possums, we've got all sorts of possums. We've got our bushy-tailed and
Yeah.
ring-tailed,
Yep.
and we've got
Yeah.
this little cute noses and
Yeah.
fluffy and
That's
brown.
right. I tell you what, I really love our ringtail possums though in Australia. Our little ringtails, they have this little curly tail, right? And
And when you
for
put
our
your finger in, they wrap around you.
yeah, that's right.
If you
And they
if
can
you're
hang off
lucky
of like a
Drew and I,
branch. Yeah,
Drew
yeah,
and
they
I
can
have
hang off a
obviously been
branch.
close enough to them. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
gorgeous.
they
The amount
are.
of times
They're
I've found
adorable.
baby ringtails outside where I used to
Oh,
live, and
yeah,
I found
yeah,
one in the roof one day on a stinking
yeah,
hot day. It was stinking hot, and it was under the tin roof. So I went up
yeah,
and I got a walk around it because they can give you a bit of a nip if they want.
yeah.
And I got it,
Yes,
and I
yep,
took it inside
yep,
where the aircon was on, and I put it in a cat
yeah.
cage, and I gave it strawberries and all this fruit, and it's eating all the
Oh,
strawberries.
yeah,
I just kept it inside until it got dark again. So I put it outside at dark time and at night. Right, there you go,
yep.
sweetheart, off you go. Next day, back in the same bloody spot in the heat. I'm like,
Yeah,
finally,
yeah.
you worked out that wasn't a good place to sleep.
No,
Um,
yeah, that's right. We used to have a family of them in our back tree, right? And then the neighbour that had that house at the time cut that tree down. And so
oh,
the whole family of ringtails disappeared, but we have got a brushtail back at the moment, but we don't know whether it's like it like you said, the sounds of a brushtail possum, it's completely scary. Yeah, Dee, squirrels are adorable.
yeah,
Yeah,
I love squirrels. If you have a look at that
yeah.
episode I
And
did with
chipmunks.
Ron,
Yes,
Ron's.
yes.
Oh, yeah. I thought you. I was chasing a squirrel near Niagara Falls.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's right. Yeah. You know the other thing that's really cute, right? But I know would stink. Was Werner and I at Niagara Falls. We found a skunk, and it was so cute. But like obviously you don't want to get sprayed. But it was so cute, like this little black and white, little fluff ball running along the thing, and we're chasing after it.
one of the girls that I know, Ali. She's been sending me in Messenger. She's got skunks where she lives. She did have raccoons, but they've kind of disappeared. The skunks have come in. So she had one skunk, then she saw 2 skunks, but now she's seen a pregnant skunk. So there's going to be baby skunks soon.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I need pictures. She puts
there's a
food
little
out
clip.
for it.
It's a short, I think, and it says skunk family comes up to a bike rider, and there's like this push bike rider, and like he's just pulled over or whatever for a break, and then all of a sudden you see like these little skunks all scattering with mum coming up, and he just stood still, obviously, not to evoke the threat matrix. But they were just like all sniffling around his feet, and then they just shuffled off. It was so cute.
Yeah, it's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I know. Kipper, Yeah, I saw that too when I was there driving with
Yeah.
Jason, whatever. There was
Armadillo, yeah.
and opossums on the
Yeah.
side of the road.
I think
I'm like,
I saw
and
one
Jason
dead
would say, don't look,
armadillo.
don't look. He just said,
Yeah.
don't look.
Yeah.
And then I saw
Yeah.
a coyote, a dead coyote.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I saw a live one in my latest video. I saw a baby coyote in my latest video about Elk Island. It was so cute, a baby coyote. But we got told don't get out your car because there could be others around and they might be bigger. So,
Yeah, you got to be careful.
yeah.
Oh, Grumpy Bear, don't tell people we've got drop bears.
Oh, they're terrifying, Grumpy Bear. Drop bears are scary. You can do a little dance called the drop bear ogga bugger.
You're a bugger too.
Yeah.
American people, we don't have anything called a drop bear, all right? It's a
No,
trick.
not really. No, exactly. But if you play along, you'll have a good laugh in Australia.
Yeah. Oh gosh, it's been fun, Drew. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, no, you're welcome.
I should do 5 haunting questions with you as well, you know.
If you want, yeah, cool, absolutely.
Yeah,
We'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've got so I've got, as I say, I've just done Parples, but so I've done Side Eye Guy. That's up and running. That's on the channel.
Yep.
I've just interviewed Parples, so I'm editing that now, and I'll upload that so it airs next Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then I've got to interview Wacko Wacky Paranormal tomorrow night.
Yeah.
What day is it? Tuesday? No, Thursday night.
Yeah. What are we? We're on Tuesday night. Yeah. Well, Wednesday morning now. Yep, for you. Yeah. Nearly Wednesday for me.
So I'll do that too, but I don't know that I'll get time to edit that before.
Yeah.
But I can edit that while I'm away and then put that up. So every week for the moment, and then I'm supposed to talk to Beardo. But because I can just set up. I'll do it. I'll do it when I get back because then I can use my.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
and I'll do a lot of live and stuff like that. So
yeah, awesome. No, that sounds fun, Karen. I'm excited. Yeah,
you're a bugger too. Drop bears are harmless. Just don't aggravate.
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
that's right.
I think it's time I wound this up because I don't know about Drew, but I'm ready to go to bed. This is late for me. I'm an old lady. I'm usually in bed by 9.
You're not an old lady.
I'm getting there.
Oh, yeah, it's just going on nearly midnight here. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just after, it's nearly 11:30 here. So, but I want to thank everybody for popping in. I don't know how many people you're putting up with us, Drew. Let's have a look.
It was fun. It was good fun. Let's have a look. I've got my TV showing 12 watching at the moment.
Yes, 12 people watching us go on and bang on all sorts of stuff. There you go.
Yeah.
But I do thank everybody for being here.
Awesome.
And this will probably be my last live like this. Oh, unless I decide to do something on Thursday night, but I don't think so because I think other people got stuff out Thursday night. Good night, Betty, and thank you for being here. But I'm going to go to bed. But don't worry, although the next 4 weeks will be a bit odd because I won't be doing my lives like I normally do. I'm still going to try though. I might still try and do something. Hang on, let me think. If I'm doing it nighttime in America, it'll be some. I'll work it out. I'll try and go to somewhere like the Red Dog or whatever, and hopefully their music isn't too loud. I can go live. If their music is loud, then I can't. But then I might be able to go live from Washoe Club or something.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I'm going to go and investigate the Washoe on my own, so I could take my laptop with me and do a live from there just for a little while. Say hello to everybody and see. I'm in the Washoe all alone. I might not be alone. I might be able to get someone to go with me, but I wanted to go on my own. Hey, good night, Sarah. Say hello to Beardo for me.
Good night. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody. I'm going to go, and I'll talk to you soon. Love you all lots, and thanks for joining me.
Bye.
Bye.
Welcome. Thanks, everyone. See ya.